I was legit like, if everybody's off from their chair when this thing starts, I'm gonna have to vacate immediately.
Hold on, let me get out my chair.
I was like, let me run. I had to adjust the wardrobe, make sure there's no
Like,
body
for you
parts
guys
showing.
not aware, like literally while the entire intro was playing, Mark and Orchid were like off, and I was just like, they gonna make it in time? Should I leave the chair? Should I just should I go? Should I go? And then, like, literally on the last second, when party time was hitting, both of these they just rush in there.
Yeah.
So
I
great.
could see the screen the whole time while I was in the kitchen. I was like, oh, let me dive into my chair.
I had to go. I have to go downstairs, then upstairs. So I was like going up and down the stairs really quickly.
Man, everybody just out here just getting that cardio, and I'm just like here. And then
I need pickles.
I don't know what Cloudy's doing or what's with the name, but wrong sound effect.
Is it though? Is it?
Hello and welcome to tonight's TokuTonic Shift. We are here on episode 34. And of course, with all the ash in the air, it seems like we're missing somebody. I don't know. Like it's very ashy out today. This week was definitely a week of something very ashy. But for some reason, we're missing something ash related. So just so you guys know, Deoxy360 Ash is not joining us this evening because he's moving. He's getting a new place. So that's what's going on that front. So to replace him, we got Cosmic Orchid down here, who I asked to reveal themselves, and they were like, partially, a little bit. So that's what we got going on. But yes, Orchid, while you're here, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, Cosmic Orchid, local Tumblr cryptid, and currently looking for a job, and just got out of virtual reality into the real world. Still learning stuff. Like apparently, I need glasses, and I lost mine.
You just had them on. You put them right in front of you. You like literally right before you got up. You took them off, put them right in front. All right.
I'm bad at memory.
All right. So
they lost them.
All right, everyone, help Orchid find your glasses. They're not in front of me. I ain't got them. I got some light ups for some reason, but yeah.
Oh, I'm just gonna flex weird glasses. Okay, I'm gonna have to go on Amazon real quick and buy something.
Graf asks, is Cosmic a DGP sponsor? And GOA says Cosmic is pulling the Velma.
A callback to before the stream. This is not that kind of stream.
Yep.
Oh, wrong, Velma. Wrong. You meant legit Scooby Doo, not the.
Don't talk
incognito
about
search I do.
Velma. Don't talk about that Velma show.
Yes.
It's
all
not
right.
a show.
So Cloudy, new look, kind of new. What's going on with the name? What's going on with the look?
Nothing in particular. Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we're just gonna ignore all that. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And then Mark.
There's a lot going on right now. A lot of process. I'm just like,
Orchid's gone again.
you know,
there we
missing glasses. Cloudy's missing identity. His VTuber model just changes every week. A lot of ash jokes. I mean, I own a lot of lotion, so I'm not ashy at all. So I mean, but it's
the summertime. Yeah. Like it's rare to get ashy in the summer. Like I can get the winter time.
Yeah.
My elbows definitely get crusty during that time.
A little dryness going on, but yeah, it's another week of stuff and things.
and stuff.
Yeah. I forgot Ash wasn't going to be here because I was going to ask him like if me and him could discuss some entertaining Power Ranger stuff. So I'll just have to wait till next week.
Yes, a week without comic talk and massive verse and things like that. What a time for me to actually be able to know what's going on when it comes to the conversations being said on the live stream. So,
that was like a solid 30-minute of the stream.
Yeah, of me just going like,
yeah, exactly. We need
I'm just going to keep consuming my drink, which I'm almost halfway through, and this thing's like half of nothing but alcohol. I'll have you know right now. This is like half rum, and the rest was lime juice.
No,
well then. But it's not an Ash size cup though. You need
It's not like
big enough?
No, an Ash size cup is
Same size as my mug.
Ash drank from a barrel.
You got a thing, super chat.
We have Musa Muteki already for $5. For this Kaiza Day, we shall perform alchemy, to swap the bodies of the general and a kaiju for parental reasons. Parental reasons. Man, we've been talking about Kaiza a lot throughout this week, but obviously it's because of Kaiza Day, which is something that we're going to get into later on after we get through like the initial superhero time chit chats. But it is part of the reason why there's a little bit of ash over here, right by my screen, and why the background is a little bit of a endgame spoiler for Fies if you haven't seen Fies. But I think everybody already knows the story of, even if you haven't seen Fies, you kind of already know.
You recognize those rocks at the bottom. You'll know.
Yes, you kind of can already assume what's behind me. You can already assume what's behind me.
No idea.
Okay, well, it'll happen when it happens. All right, so before getting into superhero time, I know some people in last week's stream did want me to talk about this. It's still rumors at the moment, so that's the reason why I didn't want to talk about it too much. So I'm going to quickly touch upon it to start things off, and that is the rumor that superhero time is going to change up in April. So the thing is, currently superhero time airs on Sunday mornings in Japan, which is why we typically end up getting it if we're here on the East Coast where I am and Cloudy is. Then that's typically around 8 p.m. Eastern time on Saturdays when we usually get this. When it airs in Japan. Meanwhile, for you guys over there in the West Coast, that's like what, 5 p.m.
Yeah, 5
p.m. That usually ends up going on. So the current rumor is that it's going to end up becoming a Saturday afternoon time block, meaning that it's
earlier.
Technically, well, for those people that stay up to try and watch it raw, if you're on the East Coast, you'll be staying up until 3 a.m. to be watching it, while you guys in the West Coast would be midnight on Saturday nights, meaning that subs likely might end up dropping in the middle of Saturday versus, in the middle of Sunday like they have been doing. So it would be technically a day earlier in terms of that aspect, which could be a good or a bad thing. It just really varies. But this is a time block that has been relatively unchanged since, the 2000s.
Like time itself.
Like this is a time period that just has been untouched, but it's getting put in with so many other shows as well. Of course, Precure will also be moving into the time block as well, which normally, like, the way, to my understanding, if I remember how it goes, is of course we have our superhero time, which is usually our live action toku shows, which is normally followed by Precure, and then like one of the Vanguard shows, I think, is what usually ends up being the shows that ends up happening. But with that, it would also be throwing in a couple of new shows, a show that hasn't been formally announced yet, but that is the rumor mill. But this is going to be happening in April, which I think is weird because that would be technically after the new Sentai season would have started airing already. Because usually it would be February, the end of February, early March, that the Sentai season would change out into the new Sentai season. But doing it in April would mean that we would get like a couple episodes of Boom Boonger, which is another thing that we're going to talk about later. And then it ends up going into Saturdays. So that's the current rumor. Once again, grain of salt. It's a rumor, no real concrete thing. But Mark, what do you think? Like real quick thoughts on this potential time shift when it happens to superhero time?
I mean, just means I can get my review out sooner than everyone else, so it works for me. I don't think it affects really from us is if the people who do the subs are going to be awake. That's really it. Other than that, it's like they could change. I mean, let's face it, we're in the West. That doesn't really change anything for us. I'm curious from a Japan standpoint, what like what the change is for fully, but I mean, if it means we get the subs quicker, or if it means, you know, everyone could stop being on social media, where are the subs, when are the subs dropping, that'd be great. But I don't know, it's intriguing if they're, I mean, Pretty Cures. What if we're going to get like a Pretty Cure live action added into the superhero time?
That's not going to happen. I think it would technically dissolve the superhero time because the way that the time block was listed, it doesn't even start on the hour. It would literally start in the 30-minute mark of 1 hour and end the other 30-minute mark of the next hour. So it wouldn't even be
What if
the
it's
usual.
What if it's super pretty time? Now it's a 90-minute block.
Look, I've been asking for a live action Precure for a while. I don't think they're going to give it to us.
We're not going to get it for a while.
That's not going to happen. We're past that time. That should have been the continuation of the live action Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon, which was once again peak Toku. Peak Toku
Cannot be topped.
Now, so the thing is, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember a lot about how the Japanese school system works because I believe they still go to school on Saturdays, right? Like
Sunday is the only day off.
Oh, that's atrocious. Yeah. Oh, that's horrible.
Also, they have like a super curfew. Like you're not allowed to be out past I think 8 or 10. I
mean, that's
so that's the thing about it. If they're doing it then it would technically be like right after school type thing for its time block. While Sunday was like the golden time period because yes, that was the time period in which they actually had off from school. So it made sense from that standpoint. Now, if I remember correctly, the rumor stated that they had to change something when it came to Japanese programming blocks, when it came to Sunday mornings, which kind of gives me flashbacks to the death of Saturday morning cartoons here in the US, where they were like, you had to make it an educational time period, and it had to be educational and fit through these stipulations, or else your show's not going to make it. And that's what killed Fox Kids, WB Kids, ABC Kids, all of those like network television Saturday morning blocks got killed off because of that.
Yeah. For those who weren't around in that time, those dark times, because I used to watch Fox Kids on Saturday, WB Kids on Sunday, but then WB was like, we have to split it in half. So WB was like Saturday and Sunday. It's like, all right, I got to watch, Power Rangers, Spider-Man, the animated series, X-Men, this, that, but at the same time, it's like, oh, now I got to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! And all other and Pokemon on another channel at the same time. It's not like today. I had one VCR. I couldn't pick and choose. It was horrible. Dark times.
Horrible times. We didn't have the internet.
What's the internet?
Exactly.
Yeah, back then the internet was kind of bare bones. Bones. I just found a lot of Dragon Ball GT footage because we didn't have GT back then, and I was like, "Ooh, look at that!" That's
so, are you?
I will tell you what I found.
Are you one of the people who hate GT or like GT?
I think GT was a thing that happened, but I'm not a fan of it.
I like GT.
Great ending.
Super.
I like
Great
it.
ending.
I like GT quite a bit.
Yeah, GT is better than Super. I said it. I
agree.
More call Dragon Ball Z and actually following up, and
also Super Saiyan form.
Yeah, but then Super has more callbacks to original Dragon Ball because Toriyama is trying to wind it back. But that's an argument for another day.
You just watched the last 10 minutes of Dragon Ball GT, and you can't tell me no one's cutting onions around you.
Also, I mean, that's the thing. That's the best part of GT was literally the ending.
Also, Super threw the power balancing out the window and a half.
Yeah, it's true.
Is it bad to admit that I stopped watching 4Kids due to Dragon Ball?
Oh,
no,
that's not a bad thing, I guess.
The movies are better than the show, anyways.
Oh,
I mean, even then, I still remember the old Dragon Ball episodes that were available in syndication before the Saturday morning block. It would always stop, as soon as we got to Ginyu Force, the raccoon fight, and then, start back over from the beginning. Non-stop. It went that way for, 2 straight years.
Never finished. We balled for years.
Back when Goku was voiced by the voice of Cheetor in Beast Wars. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Programming block.
I bought the Beast Wars DVDs recently. They should be here soon.
Oh, I got them too. Cloudy.
Yo.
What's your thoughts on this rumor for the programming block changes?
Well, if it does happen, I'm not really concerned that much. It just means us on the East Coast. Well, most of us won't stay up till 3 a.m. to watch them anyway. So it's once we wake up, we'll probably have subs, and if we don't, we'll have them in the afternoon anyway. So it's not that big of a deal. Or
yeah, I
if you
didn't even stay up to catch all the Marvel shows when they dropped at 3 a.m. our time because I was like, why would you drop this at 3 a.m.?
exactly. Plus, it's going to be Raw anyway, so why don't I just sleep, wake up, and watch the sub? So I enjoy that. So like I'll just wake up. They're the subs. It'll probably be enjoyable. For the rest of people who are gonna like stay up till 3 a.m., I guess they're gonna be annoyed because they're like, oh fuck, I gotta stay up till 3 a.m. to watch my Raw adaptation of Rider and Sentai, and then later that afternoon watch the subbed. And I'm gonna be
some people just like it raw.
I know some people like it raw. And hey, listen, if you want to stay up to 3 a.m. to watch that shit, that's on you. Good luck.
That's the purpose of staying up to 3 a.m. That's when you're about to get it raw. So
yeah, but overall, I just don't think it affects
Nope.
like us that much. If anything, at all, it just makes things, I think, easier depending on how the subbing community goes about it. So I'm okay with it.
yeah, there's a good chance they probably wouldn't even get to it until the mornings anyway. So
Exactly.
Kamen Rider subs right now aren't even like Gachard is being subbed after, because before Kamen Rider would show up first at the place where we get our subs.
Yep.
Lately, King Ocean's been showing up first by like almost 2 hours.
Exactly.
yeah, it's weird. I wake up in the morning, I'm like,
King Odra's first.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to. It's right there before. Like I would not have the temptation because I'd be busy working on my review for Kamen Rider, and then the King Odra subs would drop. In this instance, I wake up in the morning, they're both there, and I'm like, all right, let me get these pants off. Let's go. Actually, it's morning when I wake up, so the pants are already off. So
Jokes. I was gonna say jokes on you. The pants were never on.
yeah,
It's true. You can't see them. You don't have any proof.
Cosmic, what do you think about this rumored time block change?
Well, from my sources, I've been hearing about this for a couple of days, and overall, I'm like neutral to it. It's like sometimes I catch it, sometimes I don't. I just like I want to watch the episode. And sorry for the lag. I don't know why this busted up camera is like doing this.
Oh, we just
It
gonna
might-
gloss over the fact you got sources.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. So
That's why I made that face. I was like, you got sources? Like,
What are your
you were-
sources?
It's more of social media, like of the
Oh.
boo, fake news.
Yeah, for sure.
it's probably my it's probably my trolling burner account. Honestly,
Mm.
I've been a source for a while on there, fake news and
Mark's
information.
burner account is my main source of information.
Which one?
Both of them.
All
I'm
right.
listening about Kevin.
So, I know some people said let's talk about Blazar. I didn't watch Blazar. Mark didn't watch Blazar. Cloudy and
I
Orchid
did.
probably watched Blazar.
Yeah, we did.
Was it amazing? Was it top tier? How was Gento's parents? Was his wife fine?
His parents? You
I mean, not
still,
his
like-
parents.
I was gonna say, how's his parents doing? Huh?
Yeah. They're in the retirement home, you know.
On a scale of 1 of Rita to Himeno, how's his wife look?
Yeah.
Himeno being a 10.
Oh,
Eh,
right.
probably
Below, I'd say.
probably not the best question to
Definitely
ask
above Rita.
asexual.
I'd say if we're talking,
You can still judge people's appearances.
Yeah.
I'd say 80% the way there to Himeno.
So 8 out of 10. Okay.
Yeah, you got to remember she's a Japanese mom, so like.
And
Yeah, but in the
you've seen
level
my
of,
search
like,
history.
Yeah, I know.
in the
Well, hey,
middle
listen,
feed,
we've seen both of our search history.
like how far through those letters are we at? Are we
I'd
at the
say
M,
we're
the
halfway-
I, the L, or the F? Like
We're
where
3/4 through the way I. We're 3/4 through I would say.
I'll agree with that.
Ooh, so only halfway.
3/4 of the way. A little
how
more,
much of a gallon jug would
That's like a
Theo chug?
60%.
You wouldn't chug a gallon. I'd say a glass. You would chug a glass.
Like a shot glass?
Yeah, maybe. Listen,
Okay.
there's nothing wrong with the way she looks at all. It's just she doesn't scream, the thing. But other than that, it was a very good episode. We got to see him bond with his son, which was very nice to see. And the kaiju fight of the week also had relation to that because it was a mother protecting her child. And he also had a scene where he fought himself and punched himself in the face repeatedly. Just to stop himself from finishing off the monster. So
we gotta rewind.
Oh, and
real
don't
quick.
forget the war.
Oh yeah,
Baby kaijus.
Listen, you gotta. Yes, there's a baby kaiju, human-sized baby kaiju
Ooh.
that was being shot with guns in the very beginning of the episode.
That's my favorite.
And don't forget the electric neck.
Oh yeah, and the electric net. Very exciting episode for those of you who missed it. So
I guess I'll watch it dubbed in the morning.
Yep.
Well, you can watch it dubbed right now, technically.
I'm not gonna be like, all right, guys. Now this is just live reactions. I'm just gonna be watching Blazar. If you want to go ahead and tune on in now, just go ahead and start the episode when I say start, and we're just gonna live react.
No, that's everyone else.
Our live reactions, because we usually watch Blazar before we go live. It'd just be us be sitting there like, yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's a finisher for this week.
Oh, you see that? Oh my god.
That's a thumbnail. Yeah, we're definitely gonna use that for a thumbnail, of course.
There definitely was a lot of thumbnail bait towards the end of the episode.
Well, that's good.
But nice. Not a two-parter. So I'm assuming we're gonna get the two-parter 14-15 like we usually do with these series. So I think that's when the next one is.
In my personal opinion, don't hate me. I prefer last week's episode, but that's because I'm also a musician, so I kind of like that storyline better than this one.
You have no soul. I mean, what?
I don't know, baby kaiju. I mean, that's kind of tough to be a baby kaiju getting shot with a gun. That's like,
I don't know. I was watching something better before stream. I was watching a Kai Ringo. The only place you can go to see Taro's dad from Down Bros filling up Hammy's hams.
You didn't want to watch some.
I'll just say that. So,
I finished One Piece live action.
It was good. What do you think?
I've never seen the anime or the manga or read the manga. I know nothing about One Piece, and I was like, oh, this live action is really good. I wonder why everyone always. I was like, why does the anime look so mid then?
Oh my god, you just want all the heat.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
All right, well, let's get to the proper stuff, which is this week's
Super Hero Time starts now.
Oh no,
it ruined.
There we go. Let me get that. Let me get that smoke. Got you about to get that smoke.
Oh, that's really the quarter piece today. It's just the smoke.
Yeah, it's just the smoke.
You didn't even get like a PNG.
We said that. We said that multiple times.
Oh yeah, I know, but I thought like that was like what you were gonna have in the background. Then you're gonna have like an actual PNG for the thing.
No, I can only put one PNG at a time. It's smoke this week.
Okay, so it's actually just
It's the smoke.
Okay,
where's the real Cloudy at?
God, I mean, this is technically Cloudy's cousin. It's Steam.
I'm not Steam. No,
it's right there.
That was a delay reaction.
So, well then.
More delayed than me.
All right. So we're gonna be looking at Gotchard this week, where of course, now the thing is, word of advice, like I have not rewatched this episode since I did my review. I've been out of town, out of state, technically, since like last night is when I came back in. So literally, this is me refreshing myself as well as the rest of y'all when it comes to this episode of Gotchard, which I can tell you right now from the comments section, I got a lot of people going like, I dropped this show.
Really?
Fuck this show. Yes.
This was like a solid B episode, I thought.
Had a lot of people just saying like, nah, we dropping this show. This show is done. This show is not for me. And I'm just like, I guess you just like growing up shows for big old people like yourself, huh?
Damn.
I mean, this is only episode 2. Like, come on now.
You got to at least give it like the 3 episode, test.
Yeah, especially when like the first episode definitely is always paced incredibly fast because for some reason they try blowing their load in terms of trying to do a pilot style episode for no fucking reason. And then episode 2 starts setting the vibe for what the pace is going to end up being for the series. Though I will say that the pacing that I got from this episode already was, so you guys are actually doing Monster of the Week, it's been so long because Kamen Rider normally does a Monster of the 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, I think the pilot thing just in case like they ever like get canceled for whatever reason, right?
But they approve this stuff for like they don't invest this much money, this much like everything when it comes to making the gimmick, pre-production of those things. When's the last time they actually said, you know what, we're just gonna end your series like short?
No, I know, I get that. I just mean like it's like a just in case, like it's like so it never is actually gonna happen, but they have to.
Technically, for Toei, they don't do pilot episodes.
Oh.
You're picked up for a year-long run, and that's it. They don't do it like they did back in the 80s, where technically your run could be cut short. Like something like Amazon ended up getting cut short early because they were like, not these first few episodes, they just ain't hitting right, so we're only going to give you 30-something episodes, and that's it. So
that was pretty good.
With the way that they're doing things now and the amount of investment that they put into these gimmicks, no, they just try and course correct in the middle of a show. You start seeing things happen in the middle of a show, if such a thing happens.
Right.
I didn't know if Orchid was frozen or if you're just stuck saluting. Like I was like, are you just saluting or what?
I was just resting my arm on the table. And it doesn't help that my camera's lagging. I don't know why.
I don't know. It might be the blurry filter you just got behind you. Sometimes it does that depending if your PC is not strong enough to handle it.
Might be because I'm on my laptop.
Oh.
Yep. All right. So we got Hotaru being technically inducted to after school activities because Minato out here just goes ahead and asks him, hey, did you think of your career choice in the span of the last day? Because some shit just happened to you. He was just like, I think so, because I kind of want to be friends with all these cards and know more about them. It's just like, all right, we're taking you to school. In which case, we get the opening to get charged finally with the visuals on here. First of all, before we get any further, like, what are y'all's thoughts when it comes to the opening now that we have the visuals attributed to it in terms of that aspect? Because for me, I'm like, this is not an intro that's trying to tell us anything more. It's just your standard cookie cutter intro. I don't feel that there's any deeper meaning being thrown in here. It really seems like this is just typical show intro. Don't need to analyze this. No need for somebody to make a YouTube video for 40 minutes trying to analyze everything going on in this opening and just saying what they think might end up happening because of that.
Why are you projecting, Zio? Why are you projecting?
Ain't no going on.
Just some personal attacks in there.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's things I've seen over the course of several years, and I'm like, stop.
Yeah.
Just stop.
It's pretty good. I give it like a 7 out of 7.5. I mean, 8. I like it.
I would say it's a B rating for me.
Yeah. I give it an 8.
This thing's anime OP as hell. I like it a lot.
Exactly.
Because I don't need, like, Geet's opening video had so much stuff in it. And it's just like, oh, is this foreshadowing? This, that? You got to read into it, like Zio said. This one, I was just like, bro, this is just like school anime, Yu-Gi-Oh, this, that, just Yu-Gi-Oh GX 100%. Because
straightforward.
Someone took this video of the OP and put the Yu-Gi-Oh GX theme over it, and it matched the different changes in the song. And does that actually match it? I was like, oh, yeah, no, this is it. This is just an anime, like high school anime opening video style, and I'm all for it.
And they show part of like the episode in like the intro, so pretty cool.
I mean, they've been doing that.
Yeah,
they've been doing that for a while. So,
I know, but it felt like that, like it added like segment for it. You know?
I will say that King Oger is the superior anime OP. Yeah, if we're gonna judge it based off of a visual standpoint, because this is pretty cookie cutter when it comes to like the visual looks that they got on there. We've seen other writer shows pull off something more animation. Hell,
Saber.
Well, not even that. Like looking back at the Hibiki opening, even though like without like look at just the visuals of the Hibiki opening. Don't think about the song. It was a copy paste Sunrise opening from Gundam.
Yeah.
Which one? The first one or the second one?
The first one. Especially when you look at scenes of like Asumu running towards Hibiki with that red background, and I'm just like, this is Gundam Seed's opening. This is legit Gundam Seed's. This is literally how all the Sunrise openings were during that time period. Were with that look, because even looking at other mecha animes, they would keep doing that other shit, and I was like, okay, all right.
Speaking of intros, like that intro, I felt like set up like a main character to become, well, not the main character, but you know, the main kid to be Hibiki in the future. Did not pay it out.
Yeah, that was completely a thing that didn't happen.
Absolutely not. Definitely did not.
But you know, if you like Zeronos, If you like Zeronos,
I do like Zeronos.
I've got a guy for you.
I do like Zeronos, but not in that show.
But yeah, another thing that I found funny was just like, Rin was like the most like happy in this opening. I'm like, wait, you can emote? Really? And then, of course, the intro definitely does show a lot of these two bonding, because you see, like, Renee's actually, like, chilling with Hotaro's mom and stuff like that. And I'm just like, this is going to become your, stereotypical boy meets girl type thing. They might end up getting some sort of relationship towards the end of this. And, just playing that route. Just playing that typical, boy meets girl route. They're both co-main characters in that aspect. So yeah.
She dies on Christmas.
No, that's the wrong writer.
That's the wrong writer. Hotaru dies on Christmas, and then she becomes Kaixa.
I do say, though, like, with how the OP is, I wish there was a dance number at the end of the episode like Saber had. It needs a dance number.
I don't think it needed a dance number.
No.
Listen here, not real cloudy. It needs a dance number.
That's fine. It's perfectly. I'm perfectly here. Just that regular cloudy for sure.
And poll results are in. We got B at 58%, followed by A at 35%, C at 6%, and no Fs. No Fs. So everyone is it's a net positive when it comes to this show.
Is Orb not here?
Orb is here.
Orb has been in the chat.
No burners? No burners?
No, he likes this opening. He likes this opening.
Orb, my child. Welcome.
Why? What's with this sudden development of like Orb, my child recently?
Who said that?
You.
When?
Last week.
You sure?
You didn't see Mark's episode of The Maury Show? Because I did.
I saw it.
You're
like, Orb, my child, last week.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He was denying it for so long, and then Maury pulled out the paperwork.
That was a week and like 9 edibles ago. I don't know what you're talking about.
Was it Jerry or was it Maury that got to you? Which one?
No clue. One of them.
Jerry Springer died. Did you forget?
No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
It was the show back then.
That's Steve's show now.
Yeah, I know Steve.
Steve's been had his own show.
Yeah, The Bodyguard. He took over.
I don't watch TV, so I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Okay, fair enough.
Me too.
We're talking about the Vin Diesel show. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
His talk show.
Family Feud?
Oh, yeah. With Steve Harvey?
I think that's Steve Harvey. You're thinking of the other guy.
Yeah, with the mustache.
The other bald-headed guy.
Oh.
The one where it's all about...
The ShamWow one.
Oh.
The one with naked grandmas.
He's also dead.
That's it. Wait, ShamWow guy's dead?
Yeah.
I thought it was the OxyClean guy.
No, OxyClean. ShamWow guy's in prison for the whole situation.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. He's in prison. Yeah, the other one's dead.
Yeah.
Graf asked if you can adopt them as well, Mark.
No, Graf, I can't. Sorry.
Damn.
Graf, it's okay. I'll adopt you.
Not with your immune system.
That's
unless you're using them for the body parts.
I mean, he'll get my inheritance.
Okay. What's that? All your Seiken swords?
That killed me.
That and all my money.
Oh, okay. There you go. Or just how you're dead.
Hey, listen, don't worry, Mark. I'll be there. Give me a couple years.
You'll be joining this smoke cloud.
No, I'll be joining Kaiza pretty soon. Oh.
I mean, that's what the smoke cloud is.
Yeah. So we got to talk about the non-alchemy.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
the magic. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, how you guys liking this alchemy? Y'all liking the alchemy that they do here? This is peak alchemy that I've ever seen.
Magic. Okay, nice.
Just showing him the ropes on how alchemy works is just
straight up magic. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go on here. We're gonna show off this new classroom that no one has ever seen before. It's just a single room. I got TARDIS vibes from it. I was gonna say it's bigger on the inside type jokes, but they were like I fluffed enough with this episode review, so I was like, "Nah, we're good. We're good on that aspect."
To be fair, this does look like it's way more massive on the inside.
I mean, it does. So yeah, first things first though, Rene's got to catch that smoke and find out how Hotaro got that driver. In which he says, "Nah, it was just some old dude, some weird old dude just gave it to me and was just like, you're a Kamen Rider now." And she was just like, "Bet, I already know who that is." This man betrayed everybody, stole all those Kemi cards 10 years ago. And then without telling anybody, because we already knew, it was really her dad.
I'm not mad you were right. I'm just mad we found out so soon.
Well, it's not that I was right. It was literally the press conference said it.
I didn't see the press conference. I don't care about that shit.
Oh.
The press conference had already spoiled that shit, so I was just like,
no, I didn't even pay attention to any of that stuff.
Yeah, I thought you knew.
I don't pay attention to press conferences.
Wait, then do you know about her relation to Valvrave?
No.
Okay.
And that's his name? It's not Valvoline?
No.
Or Vaseline?
No. Maybe.
All right. I don't know what his name is. Retrograde or whatever.
Spanner Kudogane, but you know, you could easily change that to Spanner Kudogane if you catch my drift.
I don't.
It's probably her brother.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. So of course during the flashback, we get these daddy issues get planned all over the place, but we also find out the story about the Akatsuki alchemist, the alchemist of the dawn, who is that fabled alchemist that, 120 years prior did end up doing proper fusions with chemis and all that stuff to fight a great threat. Hotaro's dad. Still sticking with that one. Gotta be the thing. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and get to today's lesson. Hotaro's got to find out a way to balance out his two Chemi cards. First up, he's got Oda Thicka because she thick. And the Commantis, who's a pretty light mantis. So he's got to figure out how to handle those loads, but I think Hotaro's going to have a hard time trying to handle those loads. So...
No, or we're not doing Smash or Pass on the cast.
Or this is the one season you can't do Smash or Pass. You definitely cannot do Smash or Pass.
I mean...
I seen weirder.
You could, but if someone sends you the link, don't you do that shit live without vetting the list. Don't you do that shit live without vetting the list.
Oh, God. No. Oh, Lord.
Listen.
That's a trap waiting to happen.
It is the biggest mistake.
Is it, though?
Yes.
Since technically two of the main cast are underage, and
I'm talking about the chemis, not the people.
Oh,
I'm not talking about
Smash or Pass chemis? Well, you don't know the age of the chemis. For all you know, Hopper 1 could be 2.
They're all over 100 years old.
Yeah.
Someone already did that.
I'm just saying,
all right, man. It sure is smoky outside Hotaro's house. I wonder what's going on in there.
Well, he's a teenager. So.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Just gonna catch that smoke from his mom because it's here that we find out the story about his dad. Kind of, sort of, not really. So the dad dipped out to follow his dreams. Probably about 10 or so years ago, probably about the same time as Rene's dad also, dipped out, did his thing, because it seems kind of like, makes sense on why that's a situation. But she's perfectly fine with it, even though, you didn't really want this restaurant. It was Hotaro's dad's dream. You got this whole restaurant and everything, and then just left out. It's like a mixture between like Pokemon dad protagonist and then Digimon protagonist when they grow up. Like when, just Daichi out here gonna get that noodle shop, and then dip out because Digimon gotta go save the world with Digimon.
Only his dad was from Inazuka 11.
So yeah, that's the little bit of tidbit that we get towards his dad, but that's cool and all, because we got to get to Skibble out here with all that great skateboard action of Skateboard possessing a skateboard and just completely doing tricks and shit. But conveniently, we get these two robbers just showing up right in front of the playgrounds just to undo their license plate. But the malice from one of them is just so much. Skebo just completely, and you can really see the glue on the back of that eye. But don't really want to address it. But yeah, they really went cheap with like these possessions. They were like, yeah, you can go, just skateboard in there.
Where did the budget go?
I mean, it was a one-time thing. Who cares?
The budget went to the magic.
Meanwhile, here we have Hotaru about to inhale that smoke. Man, don't do that. I know he's been dead for like 20 years, but don't do that. Can't just be taking in those ashes.
Should I call it an exorcist? I think I know one.
They'll find some way to bring this guy back.
Oh, more magic lessons.
Yes. Because Hotaru is trying to deal with the aspects of how to make these cards work. But of course, he didn't get no ring from Minato, even though, Rine's got one. Minato's got one. Everybody got one. So how did he expect them to balance out these cards to begin with? I don't know. But also, Rine giving me rich girl vibes because I'm just like, this fit just screams money. Like, this is too much money fit that you got rocking right here. That look like a couple $100
in that flashback, right?
Well, yes. But also, like, is she just living in that house by herself? Then again,
their mom might be alive. You don't know.
This is Japan, in which we're used to seeing so many like emancipated kids just out here living in their parents' house without the parents. Like Naruto had an apartment, and it's just like, how? Your parents are dead.
Do we know if the mom's still around?
No, I don't think we're ever going to allude to that. Probably never going to allude to that.
All right.
Grab says it's probably the money her dad left. Well, I mean, if he was a traitor, like, what'd they do? Just treat him like he died? And they were like, oh, yeah, we're just going to use up your money from your will. He's going to come back to the real world and go like, where'd my money go? And Rine's just going to be blanged out in the background like,
to these fine clothes, what nice ass fit.
So, but yeah, Rine Flex is saying that, of course, she has the power to just make it balanced out, no problem. And then Hotaru's like, well, you know what? Everyone keeps talking about alchemy this, alchemy that. Just what exactly is alchemy? So she explains exactly what alchemy ain't. You know what alchemy ain't? It's being able to produce something from nothing. Just manifest it right out your ass. Ass pulls happen frequently in Writer and sometimes in Sentai. So I guess they've just been practicing alchemy this whole time. And we just didn't know. But the way that this show paints it, that seems to be the case. Then she goes outright to like demonstrate the power of exactly what she explained by not even doing that and just making shit flow. Just making shit flow. This is the part that I think broke a lot of folks because they were like, what?
Straight up magic. Yeah. Also, all the kids who are around, they don't see this.
There's kids like, hey,
what's only like the one kid saw it, none of the parents cared. Oh. But yeah.
I mean, we know they can mind wipe, but like it's never implied that they
I think it's because I think the writers are confusing Western alchemy with Eastern alchemy.
No, it's like, look, come on. Japan made Full Metal Alchemist, and that's clearly whose homework they're trying to copy. Yeah. But they clearly didn't even watch the show.
Or they did, and they just didn't care. And they said, we need to...
Or they did after a certain episode.
No, they only watched all the openings and said, all right, we figured out this show. Let's go. It's a lot of this, a lot of that, and a lot of magic.
I will say the original did have some like stuff that could be perceived as magic.
They got to the Chimera
episode. Yes, Michinaka was an alchemist this whole time. You didn't know. So he has that crossover with it, and then he just pulls out, his upgrade right out his ass, and it's just like, no, it was alchemy. You didn't know that he's gonna pull out the ring, and he's gonna be like, I'm an alumni from the Alchemy Academy. And then everybody's just gonna fucking just punch their screen and walk away.
He shows up as a guest lecturer.
How many people do you want to leave Rider this season?
If that's what happens during the crossover, I think that's when I will say I don't want to finish this show now. Like,
Okay.
that would be the straw that broke the camel's back. I wouldn't do it.
I don't think he will. I hope not.
Because that would make Michinaga the go on wings of the season of Geese. Speaking of killing things, this scene with the thieves out here, you know, they got all that money, and you know, we're happy to share it, happy to completely share it. Let me just try moving. Okay, I moved
Right past him.
okay, great, because can't show that shit on YouTube. I can't even allude to it on YouTube.
He went home. You know, he got a call from his mom, and he just left.
He went. Woo!
He caught the shooting star.
Don't allude to it, Zio. Don't allude to it.
So
He went splat.
Oh,
he got that Splatoon 3 DLC.
Yep.
Yep. Yes, but it's here that, of course, this guy's malice was so much that Skebo fully fuses with him and makes this form. And it's here that I find out that all of the monsters of the week are essentially going to use the same base form. They're just going to change the head pieces.
And head.
Yeah. And I was a little disappointed by that, because I'm just like, man, that's some budget cuts right there. You guys are legit going the Zenkaidra Don Bros route when it comes to your enemies using the same base undersuit and then everything else going on there for your amalgams.
Worked out in Don Bros, wasn't that?
I mean, that's because they knew how to cook with that storyline.
Mm-hmm. Maybe
and
they'll do
characters.
It. Who knows?
We'll see. We'll see. I'm optimistic when it comes to it.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah. So dude goes ahead and just starts stealing all the money, and Hopper 1 just goes ahead and takes him to the scene of the crime. It's here that Rene uses her alchemy powers once again to just throw sewer lids at the guy. Great old alchemy. Picking up sewer lids from all over the place and throwing it right at him. All enough to get Skebo out, which surprised me. I was just like, wait, it worked? But the guy's malice was just too much, and he pulls him back in. So that's when Hotaru goes through his transformation sequence yet again. And they get down and dirty when it comes to their fighting, and then manages to use Odathika and Commantis to summon a PNG.
Oh.
PNG image to attack the guy.
Yep.
But he gets away, and that's when we get Gold Dash, because that's one of the cards that Minato managed to capture. So here we get, of course, obligatory early episodes, Rider Machine on Rider Action, which, you know, it's obligatory. You got to get it in the early scenes. I'm pretty sure almost the rest of the season we're going to see this guy strictly in card form and or as a just a 3D image floating around on the screen. So we get some fighting action on here, and of course the little tease of Spanner out there watching everything going on. But of course this fight goes from CG to real life, from CG to real life. It did give us an insert theme, though, sung by Beverly, which I thought the beginning was pretty good. But then when she started saying the Gotchard parts, it kind of fell flat. It just, the tempo shift was just so dramatically different that I was like, nah. Not a fan of it. Also, he still takes too long to load up his gun. They still spent like forever loading in his gun.
That was my complaint. I was just like, he's in the air just setting all this up to shoot the gun. Like, Christ.
Yep. But it's here that we get the little bit of alchemy that we do get within the span of this episode is, you know, throwing that wheel at Gotchard, and he changes it into Laffy Taffy. Being able to bounce back the other reels right back at him. Just to beat him with the traditional rider kick and then get that card back. And then the guy gets caught. So then in the aftermath of it, we get Odathika here, which we'll just leave right here for a hot second.
Wow, Zio drinking for a card.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Go to a specific site after this stream. You'll know what I'm talking about.
I'm well aware.
We're aware.
So, yeah. And also, someone in the Discord server already was just like, "Yeah, we're gonna thicken her up, boy."
Mm-hmm.
That car thick, boy.
Damn, boy, she thick, boy.
So yeah, that was that's what just happened. So essentially, what Hotaru did to make his card balanced was he just asked Odoripa to go ahead and just eat a bit more. Actually, no.
It's the opposite. It's the
Yes.
opposite.
Yeah.
Go on a diet and commands us to eat more.
Yeah.
So we lose all that weight. The card images afterwards are pretty cursed.
Oh.
Yeah, that was cursed. Don't need to see that. Don't need to see that.
Oh, I gotta ask you. After seeing the teacher in this like outfit for most of the episode, what do you think? This or these normal fit?
Now the black suit looks way better than like the other suits, especially since we know Hotaru is going to be put on his blue suit as like his other uniform since we saw from the intro.
Mm.
Dry Rippa and Fat Mantis. But yeah, he passes. Even though he cheated, he still passes the exam because of doing that. He found a way to do it. And it's because he's got a power that, no one else in superhero time right now has, where he can talk to the main gimmick of the season. Like, that just seems wholly original. Like, this never happened before. Like, never have we seen such a thing happen.
See you in King Oger.
What are you talking about? King Oger doesn't have mechs. I don't know about you, but the last 2 episodes, I haven't seen a mech.
What do you mean you haven't seen? Wasn't there a mech?
Cloudy over here being hasty and jumping to conclusions.
But yeah, Hotaru passes. He gets the ring, and with it, we get introduced to 2 new classmates. We get old girl who's too old for school, but is in school anyway.
She probably failed.
We all had one person at our high school like that.
The super senior?
And a senior.
The super senior. Yes,
Yeah.
The one that stayed back a good amount of times.
Oh, and then the kid that doesn't talk.
The one that doesn't talk, but his iPad sure does. Isaac.
I wish it was the other Isaac.
Deepening to word. No, is that what that says down there? I'm trying to read it. It says deepening.
Deep mind to word.
Be mind to word. Okay, there it is. Oh, we got a quick $5 from not Tomfire, but from Graph. I know y'all heard the voice from the tablet. I guess we found the VA for this year's belt on a certain premium website that I'm gonna spend money on.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Who we spending money?
I mean, I spent money this. Well, if the bank will let me spend the money.
What do you mean the bank will let you spend the money? What's wrong?
No, because since I bought shit from Amazon Japan, it was just like, this is kind of sus. We're not gonna approve this.
Zio, the bank is looking out for you. They're trying to keep money.
Joke's on you. I called your bank. You're not taking my crown from me.
I was just like, look, let me just get this. Let me just buy this stuff.
They're like, homie, let's do you a favor. You need money.
Like, for those that were on the Discord server on like Wednesday, I was just like, I'm trying to spend money, y'all. Found out I got a bonus. I got extra money. I got free money, y'all. And I'm like, I gotta spend it. I gotta spend
savings. What about saving?
I invested a good chunk in stocks and bought stupid shit afterwards.
I see. All right. That's about it.
So sometimes you got to invest in some stocks, especially since some are pretty low. Pretty low. They might catch some rebound down the line.
Maybe. Down the line. Or just keep going lower.
A few of mine cheaper, like over $100.
Just keep going lower.
Single digits.
Lower.
It could. I mean,
and just keep going lower.
I've got a good amount of investments in Nintendo right now, and I'm just like, look, I'm holding on. Holding on. Once that Switch 2 gets announced, like it was high after the Direct, and then it dropped right after the Direct ended. And I'm like, fuck.
New super chat.
Blah blah something says, has anyone seen the Gotchard form using the girl and the dolphin?
Who hasn't seen that by now? Everyone.
I haven't seen that.
We have seen it.
Mark made that.
I made that actually before JK5.
Now the thing is, wait. There's an actual form that was made, not the cards. They're saying that someone made a form based off of it.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm gonna have to look this up now.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Well,
so,
it's beautiful.
Let me see. You said JK502?
No.
How bad is it?
What? No.
How bad is it?
For the private chat.
Okay, send in the private chat.
Oh god.
Okay, that's who kind of fired.
Oh boy.
I'd actually, yeah.
I'm almost scared.
Kudos. That is damn.
Oh yeah.
You know, this is not so bad. I think I can share it on stream.
No, it's not bad at all, man.
This is pretty good.
I'd wear that.
It looks better than some of the suits that are going to premiere next week.
It looks better than a lot of the other fan suits I've seen, like people like create. No disrespect to the artists out there, but this is all right. Leave it at the back of the. Yeah, I might print that out.
I'm at a loss for words, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
It killed Cloudy. It killed Cloudy completely.
Oh dear.
God, Cloudy, did it kill you that much?
Apparently, I guess. I don't know.
Did you heard a whisper in the back of his head that just said Edward, and then he just left.
I don't know.
Great at getting PTSD from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I like this so much.
You know what I find the most hilarious from this all is that they're using Kamen Rider Groovy's headpiece from
That's what I like.
It's just like the one form that everybody was like, why the fuck, like this guy, someone found a way to repurpose like Groovy's suit and make it work. And it's funny because of course, you know, Groovy's a suit actor.
This is, yeah. Everyone else is doing like fan art and this and that. You can continue to do your fan art, but like,
that's good. That's damn good.
They committed fully.
So yeah, that's JK5201 on DeviantArt that put that to work. Put that to work.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh no, that's future
stuff. That's where I do a profile picture.
So yeah, outside of that, that's pretty much the end. We do get some little glimmer of hope that Rene's finally gonna show some emotion. And I was like, oh, so they're just they're gonna kill off that Mean Girl vibe early because they're already giving us that little glimmer right there. While at the same time, we get old guy out here just out in public dressed like that. You know, rocking a plastic sword, like he just came out of a convention and is trying to like act super serious over it all.
That jacket's gonna be a premium Bandai.
Oh, you know it. You know their whole uniform
and a tie, too.
So yeah, and the thing is, it's like his jacket still has like the school logo on it, so it's like, you just can't let go. You just can't let go. Because accordingly, he's already like graduated from the alchemy school. He just can't let go of the school. He just can't let go of it. He's that one graduate that's just like, he keeps going back to school. It's like, bro, you graduated like 3 years ago. Why do you keep coming back?
He peaked in high school, so he wants to remain there.
That's a personal attack.
Just won't stop. So, yes, that was this week's Sketch Man. The Smoke's just out here just consuming everybody. Should only consume one person. And he'll be back February next year. So yeah, Gotchard. Since I literally left out the following morning to go several states for work, I did not get a chance to check out like your review, Mark, or Ash's review when it came to Gotchard. So what'd you think about this episode?
I liked it more than the first episode. I liked the first episode. I know a lot of people didn't. I too heard feedback, not only in my comments, but also on social media. A lot of people are not liking the show. The alchemy side of things, I'm still, but I feel like too much stuff was kind of given us to us. Like we already found out why his dad left and follow his dreams. I'm like, kind of spread that stuff out. I guess it's cool that like people have malice in them and it like the chemies will be drawn to it. I kind of like the idea that maybe the three sisters would be like kind of like just show up, be like, oh, I'm gonna take this chemi, and then they turn into like the monster. As kind of way
that would become played out if they do it every single week, though.
Well, my thing is, I feel like they're gonna pull a Revice with the sisters. We're gonna get a dead man situation where they're not gonna be there the whole show, anyways. So
they're gonna start like recruiting peons and things like that, people that they can try working to their cause.
So I assume I'm thinking that's how it's gonna work out because you think
Laxties is just gonna pop up and start recruiting people like Mark and myself, and then that's when we're under strict NDA that we can't announce that we're actually going to be in Gotchard getting recruited by the evil armies, and we're going to be monsters of the weeks and things like that. Like that's not going to be a thing.
I guess you're going to call dibs on Odoripa to be fused into your body.
I'm just going to snatch that up and just be like,
then I don't know. The guy at the end, was it vasectomy or whatever his name is? Like,
vasectomy?
I don't know. I mean,
I just got that. I was like, I was not taking a sip.
I'm calling him different V names every time I talk about him now. And I don't know, like having an attack because we've seen the scans, I've seen the toys, I already pre-ordered them. His little Henshin gimmick wrench device was already like, up for pre-order and actually released. And it's like one of those things where like I feel like even from a pacing standpoint, we're just getting a lot of stuff, but not a lot of stuff. Like I was hoping we were getting some high school life to kind of like stretch everything out a bit.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things like if they keep this pacing up and then they start giving us the high school stuff, that's going to feel off.
The thing is, I really think that they're going to end up playing more into the alchemy school more than they are going to play into the regular school. Now, the odd thing about this episode that I didn't address was his friend after the events of Skebo didn't get his mind wiped.
He did. He was just, it seemed like he was trying to like jog his memory. He's like, wait, I thought
No. At the end, after the whole Skebo incident.
Oh, no, he didn't get his mind wiped. No,
yeah.
I don't think he did.
That's the thing. It's like the second time that it happened, he didn't get his mind wiped because I guess Minato didn't know who was overall affected by running into Skebo.
Or is it a thing that's just going to happen off screen?
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. But the thing is, they kind of like really played into that aspect at the end of that entire point where he was just like, I knew these monsters were real. So,
and I like his character, even though we haven't seen much, because like I like cryptids and I like monsters. So I'm just like, yes, talk about Mothman, Bigfoot, the Alaskan Bigfoot. Talk about all of them. I want to know all of them. But and I feel like that's why I want more school life, because his friends at that school that was Rene in the alchemist school, who also goes to regular school with him. So it's like you could see like the balance there if we get it, but a lot of stuff's not happening in school. And I'm like, man, I like Forze, so I want some school.
I mean,
I don't like Forze, so I don't want some school.
We have time. It's again 2 episodes in. We still might have the step. It's not step. What do you call it? The substitute teacher special.
You say that, and I also have the Forze driver like right there.
Did you guys like the Forze gimmick or no?
The Astro switches now.
Oh.
I like the effects, like the different like attachments, but the actual switches, it would be like too many.
I think they're good on the belt itself.
Yeah, from a display gimmick standpoint, like, no, can't really. I like the gimmick you display, like the ride watches you could display, like Astro switches you can't.
The buckles,
Chemi cards you can't.
Even like the legend switches, it's just the head of a rider on the top.
Yeah,
that's
But back to the show. I liked it. I talked positively about it. A lot of people always point out, oh yeah, it's like, no, I can find something to like in every season. I can find nice things to say every year,
except for Gon.
Yeah, I mean, they used nice colors on the suits.
They use most of your favorite vegetables when they made smoothies.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah,
I do like a good smoothie.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a lot of people have checked out of the show already, and I'm just like, give it a chance. Like, we haven't even set up we're still world building.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the part that sold me on here was the world building in this episode was better than the first episode because the pacing was just right to give us enough lore in terms of like the ancient alchemist from 100 years ago, that type of aspect. They gave us more to go with in this episode than the previous one. We finally got some information on Renee's father, that type of thing. More on Hotaro's
to the sky turns to a rider kick.
Just going on. Oh, and I just got a new sub on here. Great, cool.
Mr. Golgat brings up the cool thing too. Is a lot of people are complaining the show is too childish, and I'm like,
it's a kid show.
Do you know what the superhero time block is meant for?
Yeah.
Like, and I was arguing with one person, and I got a little heated on it. And I was like, what do you think Saturday morning cartoons were? Yeah, there's stuff we can go back and watch. Most of the time it's for nostalgia purposes, but there's elements to it that appeal to older people. But at the end of the day, you got to realize the core demographic. That's why the belts don't fit a majority of us without extenders. That's why the shoes aren't large enough for me to buy them.
Yeah.
It's a show meant for kids. All these shows are meant for kids. It's like, sure, some of these plot points can appeal to a older crowd in terms of those aspects, but at the
end of the day, it's just a kid show.
Well, no, it's not just that. It's also like there's always a balance between superhero time. When one show tends to skew a little bit more older, the other one is the one that ends up skewing younger. It's rare, but when we get it, it's very noticeable that both superhero time shows skew to the same audience. And since it does feel like King Oger is skewing more towards an older demographic than your typical Sentai would, especially if you go to like Zenkaiger, because Down Bros is one of those of like, the kids love it because it's wacky. The adults like it because they get the jokes.
I thought they like it because it's Sononi.
I think it's because like superhero time, it's meant for a family family demographic, which means both kids and parents can watch it. So that's why there's a balancing act. Like one show is meant for like the kids, while the other one is more aimed at the adults who are watching with the kids.
Yeah, and that's another way to really think about it is that balancing act when it comes to these shows. And since once again, the way that King Oger is skewing right now, it makes sense that Godchard would play this route. The thing is, it became a little bit overbearing for me a few years back when we had Zenkaiger and Saber. That's part of the reason why I dropped out of Saber, because Zenkaiger was already hitting a lot of those like very, very like, well, Mark, you don't watch Sentai, so you can't even talk about this.
I'm talking about the Saber side of things.
No, but that's the thing. When you watch both of these shows at the same time, Zenkaiger and Saber were two shows cut from the same cloth. And that's part of the reason why I was like, I can't do this. I need a balancing act for this. I can't have both the shows be that way. So I watched Zenkaiger and I was like, I'm going to have to dip out of Saber because Saber's out here hitting the same notes as Zenkaiger is, which is odd.
Zenkaiger was, for my first like actual airing Sentai to watch week to week, that's why I stopped and I stuck with Saber, because I was just like, especially like earlier on when they were doing the introductions, there was so much green screen, but a lot of humor and it was wacky. And I was just like, I know Saber's not trying to be wacky, but production wise, there's a lot of memes, so I consider that wacky. And I was like, I can't do Zenkaiger. I'll binge it right before it ends.
Yeah. I think Saber got its like serious tone in the later arcs anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, so like from what I'm hearing, it would have been like better if Saber like kept kept its serious arcs like earlier and maintain it throughout.
Yeah. The reshoots and obviously restrictions.
The thing that happened that year. Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like we always mention this, and it's just like knowing what Saber was meant to be versus what we got, night and day difference of a show.
Yeah.
Night and day difference of a show in terms of what their original plan was for Saber. So, which once again, like it, I mean, we are in the 40s now.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there.
I mean, tomorrow I have to do an early superhero time because we didn't even get to Geki Ranger last week. But you know, that's a different thing.
No one spoiled. Good job, Lord. No one spoiled Saber.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need a 2-hour-long video essay on why it's peak.
That's never gonna happen.
That's probably not gonna happen.
How many Wonder Ride books are you buying?
He bought a few.
I've only bought the 3, and back when I was on my I'm gonna spend money kick, I was almost tempted to get one of those ultimate swords. Almost tempted. Almost.
Oh, I have them all.
I know you do.
It's so nice to look at. Sorry.
But yeah, moral of the story is everyone complained about Guitar being a kid's show. Wow. Like, that's literally the reason why people aren't watching it. Like, verbatim, be like, oh, this is too kiddish of a show. I hate it already. And I'm like,
why? It's only episode 2.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, I have dropped a few shows, like, on episode 2s because of me just going, I'm too old for this shit. And, like, TokuTonic was one of them.
Oh.
TokuTonic was one of those shows in which I'm like, I'm too old for this shit. And I just stopped watching it.
Punk said Ghost is better. I don't know who you are. How's it going? Respect you.
I think he meant that as an insult, which is the worst part.
Doesn't matter. I'll take it for what it is. It's a compliment.
To Ghost.
So yeah. There are people dropping gotcha already when it's like it's weird. Like I feel that's what Valverade is gonna be like there for. He's there to ease people in. That's why he's the Vaseline of it all. He's just gonna let everyone that's like, I don't like this, just slide on in to like, okay, I'm in it. I'm in it for the Vaseline.
You know what's funny? I find it like you got sold, I think, on episode 2, right?
Yep.
Which originally you were like the most like off the board.
I didn't like episode 1. I didn't hate it. I didn't like it. It was just a mid-ass episode.
Fake Toku fan.
But I like how, like, well, I'm not gonna say I like how you like it now, but I mean, like, I like you. It seems like even you, someone who initially went into the show not expecting to like it, or thinking you were gonna like it at all, you're still at least enjoying it to some degree.
Yeah, I can enjoy the setups. The thing is, I appreciate setups when it's early into a show. I don't like setups when you're about to fucking end. That's the worst. That's where Gates started to like really get me pissed off.
Instant payoff, which was not.
Yeah. No, because that's the thing. It's like I can appreciate the setups early on if you're gonna pay them off right, but then Gates did a lot of setups that they paid off 2 episodes later, and they kept setting up to pay off like right after, and kept setting up, and that was the game we played all the way through to the end.
A nice touch, by the way, with this episode that I think was pretty cool. They actually had the police in there. Like, the police were there. They had
and I think it's like, when was the last time the police got defeated?
Exactly. I was actually surprised they went that far.
Well, of course, in Revice, they had their own military task force, so there was no need really for police. And then in Geats, police who?
Yeah, I mean, Timefire had that covered. He kept them.
Yeah, he kept them at bay when it came to all that. Yeah. I don't think I've seen police in Saber at all.
Nope. I don't think you'll ever see that. No police in. Well,
01 had Ames.
Yeah, AIM was.
Yeah, so once again, military task force. But they were a privatized organization, but they still kind of. It's the same thing as Phoenix, so.
Yeah, it was like their own policing force, I guess.
So, like, we haven't seen them since Drive.
Yeah, Drive.
Yeah. Well, they were actually the police.
Yeah, when the police were the writers.
Yeah, the whole thing.
And not counting Drive, that would be like O's.
The first episode of O's. And what's his name is also a cop, technically. Ankh.
Shinjo.
Yeah, Shinjo or whatever.
So yeah, police. Got to have those government agencies involved, but then again, Build also had government agencies involved, so it doesn't really count because
I mean, they had
all the writers were backed by their government. So
yeah.
Orchid, what do you think about this episode, and also how do you feel about the debate about Gotchard being a kiddie kid show meant for kids, and I'm too old to be watching this as the youngest person on the live stream right now, technically.
I really liked it, and that may be due to me being familiar with the writer's previous works, aka Genga and X. Like, I already know, like, both of them, they love to like set up every single thing near the beginning, and then as the season goes on, they'll start doing the results of that. So like for me, it's like I already know it's a slow burn, so I'm okay to stick it out for like 10 episodes, judge all like what are the foundations, and like I already know, like as you said, Hotaru's dad may play a big role, and like in Ultraman X, like even though the main character's dad was dead, the writer was able to like use that information to make a really brilliant episode. So I understand like where the writers are going. They're setting up everything so like when like as time goes on, they can like remember this thing we threw away in like the first 2 episodes. Here it is again, and it's really important. So it's like to me, I really love this episode because like it's building up and it's like setting the foundation. I think one problem with Geats is that it didn't like lay down that big of a foundation. Like we got the basics, but not too much. Like we knew like at the beginning, supporters could like send their like chosen like writers like stuff, but we didn't get like actual evidence until like near the end. If they put that scene like earlier, it would have like felt like the audience was like physical appearance, not like some far off like concept.
I mean that's the feeling that everybody got with Geats. It's like if the plot points they introduced later on were actually part of the narrative way early on, it would have made a lot more sense given how things turned out. But no, it just seemed like last minute additions. They were legit ass pulls. Ass pulls I spent money on, but ass pulls nonetheless. Because that Zillion driver. And that money.
Oh, wear that driver everywhere.
Really?
Until the next driver comes in the mail. And
Until
then you wear that one.
Yeah. Carry around the Garo sword while I wear it.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Pretend I'm Beowulf.
Only the belt and the sword?
Really glad you got that reference.
Why is Kawa called Tycoon? Because raccoon.
Tycoon, Tanuki, raccoon.
Yeah, Tanuki, raccoon.
It's explained in the DVD, like DVD.
Buffa's the only one who got the cheap name.
Yeah, the boy special.
So
where's the low?
Yeah, where is the low?
That was probably the funniest thing in that special. That and Sumri's face.
Everybody out here just trying to like cash in on their puns. It's like Geats got like peak apparently pun, and then Tycoon got his, then Nago got hers, and then it's just like Buffa's just like, what am I gonna buff? And then everybody answered that question for him. Real quick. Then the main writers also write pretty much all of Saber too. For which main writer? No, the main writer for Saber was not the same writers for Gotchard.
I think they're talking about the episode, like the main writers for Gotchard also wrote like episodes for Saber, like mainly the important episodes or something like that.
Did they?
They wrote episodes for I think off the top of my head, Drive and Saber.
Let's see. All right. Let's find out. Let's find out in real time. We'll do this live. See these this writing staff, because the majority of the credits that I saw for them were not anything related to the common writer at all.
They mainly like wrote for episodes, not like series.
So let's see here.
Never forget the hyper battle is why Buffa XD. Oh.
Why Buffa killed? Well, I mean, she fine. She was a tree for like a little bit. They sprinkled some water on her. She came out. Nobody else did though.
She was okay. And if they did, well, they fell. You know?
Yeah, again, we don't acknowledge them. They will never be talked about ever again. No one ever bothers talking about them at all. Let's see. Well, let's see. One of the writers did not touch any single episode of. Well, let's see. This one wrote 7, 8, 11. But the thing is, they've got such a varied bunch of episodes. They did Drive, they did Forze, they did Double. So it's like if you're trying to pen.
I mean, it just
that they wrote like a good chunk of Saber because you don't like Saber, then that's.
I mean, multiple writers do different episodes. So they're not like the head writer.
Yeah. They're just taking things in from it. Another one of the head writers, he did 1 episode of Revice. Oh my god, one of my least favorite episodes of Revice.
Oh, which episode?
The Memory of Hiromi episode.
Oh.
so that flashback episode.
They also wrote. They also, like, from what I can see from the wiki, they also wrote Revise the Mystery, the Kamen Rider Girls remix special, and the first 2 episodes of Outsiders, plus Juga versus Ortega.
But none of this is.
That's not helping their case.
None of this is leading to Saber.
I thought they were going to say Dear God.
For the other one, they did episode 32, 33, 38, 39, and the episode 48, the one with the special with Revise.
All right.
Like, both of them wrote for like the main like back half of Saber.
Oh no.
Oh, Zio's gone. Right.
Zio's computer got broken by looking at too much Peak
Saber.
Just joking now. Oh wow.
Ouch.
I was kind of zoning out because I was thinking of more words.
Zio did die. He just typed it in.
He did.
Yeah, he's dead.
Well, now that he's gone,
we can.
I'm going to tell you all the different names that I'm going to call that weird writer in Gachard. I'm going to call him Kamen Rider Vigorous.
Oh, Viagra?
No, just Vigorous. Virtuous, Virtuoso.
Viego.
Let's see. Yes, Viego. Okay. I was going to call him Vivify, Vividly, Voluptuous. Kamen Rider Voluptuous is another one I'm going to call him.
Voracious.
Just a lot of V words. I have 167 V words.
Viagra.
We said
Viagra's definitely going to be a good one.
Voracious.
Yeah, we're going to call him Kamen Rider Vulnerability.
Valentine.
Yeah. We're going to call him Kamen Rider Volunteer because
Violet.
Obviously he's done with school, no job. He's volunteering his time to entertain us.
Kamen Rider Violet.
Yeah. Oh, Violet. Valiant.
Oh, Vibrate.
Kamen Rider Vibrator. There we go. Kamen Rider Vitamin.
Which vitamin, Mark? Which vitamin?
Flintstones Chewables.
Ooh, I like it.
Yes.
Yeah, Kamen Rider Victory.
No, because that means he's a winner.
I
mean, the suit's nice, but I haven't seen him.
If he's a loser, then wouldn't we call him Kamen Rider Virgin as well?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Kamen Rider Virility.
Ventilation. That's a new
Ventilation.
one.
There we go.
Yep. Oh. Nice High Tide. Thank you.
High Tide.
Well
you
done,
good, kid. You done good. Let's see. What else do we call him?
Dexy
Virtuoso.
And Kamen Rider also ST.
Oh, Kamen Rider Vamonos. I like that movie.
Vamonos. Oh, yeah. Getting a little bit of some Spanish international flair in there. A little bilingualness. Valley Girl. I don't know about that. Well, I'll just call him Kamen Rider Vivica.
Oh, Kamen Rider Voltron, one of my favorite mechs.
What about Kamen Rider Veronica?
I like it.
Veronica.
Veronica could work.
We could do Veronica. Veronica works.
Kamen Rider Valerie.
No.
Well, but it's so close to Valvarave.
Okay, wait, hold on. I don't have the soundboard, but we do have a super chat for $2 from Graph.
Ooh.
It is
Zero really left the stream like my father did. What do you mean? I'm right here.
I'll drink to that.
We're here. Kamen Rider Vixen. I like that.
Oh, Vixen. Vixen?
Yeah. Vixen.
What was that annoying thing everyone was doing outside? The Vuvu Zulu or whatever?
Oh,
those old log plastic tube go like that thing. Those things are cool. I have one of those.
Oh
God!
We have another super chat. Let's go.
From Vin 108. Cloudy, sing the song. Hear my soundboard.
Time fire. There you go. It's a working.
Watch Zio come back as one of his personas. Listen.
Oh my gosh! If he
for
did
5, Vin, thank you. Also, that's a level of chaos I don't think we're ready for the stream.
Ooh, Kamen Rider Venezuela.
Yeah, Vuvuzela. That's what. Megadong, thank you very much.
Vuvuzela.
I like words sometimes. It's just really weird because Zio's in the chat at the same time.
Yeah,
and I don't have access to pull up any more superhero time stuff. And also, I didn't watch King Oger, so.
Ooh. Wait, you didn't watch King Oger? That's.
I've been busy. Okay, I had a long week at work.
Talk about it, please. Share, Mark.
I finally finished Sea of Stars, which is one of the greatest RPGs I've played all year. And then my dumbass bought Baldur's Gate 3 on the PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I was done installing it forever, because I bought it digitally.
We can actually play together.
Yeah, but I haven't even played it yet because I downloaded Starfield and played that for 3 hours, then uninstalled it.
Oh, so. Zio says we got to talk King Oger. Okay, I guess.
Yes, good.
All right, I got you.
Everyone's. Oh, my God, everyone's computers are dying.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay, quickly, let's go. King Oger. So we start the episode right as what do you call it? We left off. The villains are speaking to each other in like that weird room where he's swinging, and they're each discussing who's going to go out and get the next and plan out the destruction of the kings. And as they're all fighting, the ninja one decides, I've already put my plan into action, actually. So everyone, you got to wait for me. So his plan is everyone's body swapped. We start out with Daboski waking up in... Himino waking up in Daboski's body, doing the check of, the little chest check just to see.
Checking the tofu?
Yeah, a little check to see if the tofu's there. And, well, she found out she had a lot more than she thought. So then the kings report back to the main Shugadam as they're all in each other's bodies. Might I say, by the way, get amazing performances by Gira and Jeremy. They really got each other. Like, they're really good at getting it.
I thought they Gira dubbed his voice over, and I couldn't tell.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It was so well done. And then, obviously, we had the comedic effect of Rita and Yama, which was played off more for laughs than for any kind of weight. But, obviously the star was Himino and Daboski, as they're, like, competing or opposite personas, and the way they handle things is very, they really did not want each other in their own bodies. Daboski hating, Himino hating how much Daboski was just working out and focused on hard manual labor. And obviously Himino just doesn't. Oh God, I'm tired. Sorry.
Breathe. Deep breaths.
I'll breathe.
Deep breaths.
But moving on.
There you go.
The kings decide that they don't want to confuse their people, so they'll just play each other's parts in the episode. So we have, starting out, we have Daboski as Himino in Tofu, who decides that all of Tofu's crops are going to go to Ishibana. And obviously we get a very funny scene of Daboski's retainer coming in, and as Daboski's retainer come in and slipping and like, what's going on? Why are we giving all of our stuff to Ishibana? And are we like getting something out of it? And Daboski says no, which almost gives him a heart attack. He's like, Daboski doing something out of generosity, the kindness of his heart? Never. Just like you, Mark. Oh, sorry.
How?
Am I wrong?
Oh, according to the chat, his PC started to boot up.
Yeah, he's at 88%. I know.
Yeah, he's getting that Windows updates.
We cut to Ishibana, where we have Daboski having them all work out and invest in the agriculture of Ishibana, which is making all the citizens fat as all hell. As we get Blimp Sebastian, who's just floating in space. He's just flying there, just floating in the sky. And then after Blimp Sebastian and that, we go jump cut to, if I'm correct, Enkasopa, where Rita is arresting her own citizens because they're all punks, which kind of makes sense. They're all punks.
Yeah, I mean,
they're all committing crimes. It's true. And then as they're all being sent to Gokudan for prison, Yama comes in and Rita and says, "You're all free. Get the heck out of here. Make that long ass walk back to Enkasopa," which they all say it's impossible. How they shouldn't be able to do this walk, which, if you look at where they are on the map, as Zio has pointed out many times, it really shouldn't be possible to walk back and forth. They must have some weird Stargate technology or something there. And then we proceed to go back to Shugadam as Jeremy and Gira have like probably the best symbiotic relationship of the bunch, because they actually get each other and know how to speak in each other's bodies to get the proper results from the people themselves. So as we get more of the people talking about their concerns about the insects invading, Jeremy thinks that they're talking about obviously the Bugnarok. But the people surprise him by saying, "We know Jeremy's Bugnarok would never hurt anyone. We're just concerned, Don't worry about it." And we get a very heartwarming scene between the two, which I think is very lovely. Like, you really get to see the brotherly bond between those two in this episode.
Or something more, according to the
I don't want to care about the Tumblr shipping community.
Listen,
never.
It's not that I don't like shipping. It's just the fact that, Dabowski was in Himeno's body, and I've never been more jealous of a fictional character in my life.
And I'm not going to forget to say this, but we also get a scene of Gira speaking on how he knew the Kings for the past 2 years and knew that this would cause nothing but trouble. And he was right. Nothing but trouble. So then we get all of them facing off, if I'm correct, getting the news that the big bug is back. Oh, wait, no, he's not. Yes. No, wait, no, he's not back.
No, you're forgetting before that.
Yeah, they fought him beforehand, right? They fought him beforehand, got their asses handed to him. That's why.
And then after
now
Jeremy
we're back
and
at
Gira's scene,
yeah.
We cut back to
Tofu. We cut back to Tofu because
everyone died in a heat stroke.
Dabowski in a very female compromising outfit, talking about making herbs and using the ingredients from tofu to heal up the people who have been, used the acupuncture of Ishibana to make them work turbo overtime.
Wait, do you mean Dabowski physically is in the outfit, or Dabowski and Himeno is in this outfit?
Himeno in Dabowski's body in this outfit.
Pass.
Okay. There we go.
But
you've seen what I've seen. You've seen it. You know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Okay.
And one of the retainers said that it's nice that you're able to learn medicine from Queen Himeno, so you can use this for your citizens.
Exactly, which was how they're starting to see things from each other's eyes. And then we jump to Ishibana, where Dabowski in Himeno's body is teaching them the value of working hard and how to work off all the extra food by actually putting that energy back into the land and making more food and soil. And where we get a Sebastian telling Himeno how it's impressive that she's learned to get dirty, like the people from Tofu, like in the mud. And, you get a scene of of Dabowski and Himeno's body reminiscing about this hard work and stuff. And then we get the attack of Ninja Bug, and he's back for round 2. And we start off with Dabowski and Himeno's body fighting him, followed by a tag team of Himeno and Dabowski's body as they're working together to beat this guy up, followed by, in the air, Jeremy and Gira coming out to attack them into the ground. And we get probably one of my favorite parts of this fight scene, which is Rita and Yama shooting at him the exact same time, because obviously he's able to switch things in places. So as they fire at him, they're shooting at each other more, which is causing them to fire at each other more, which basically since they hate each other at this point, they're completely fine with.
Hold that thought. Cloudy, sing the song. We have $5
Lord
from our Cosmic Killer.
Lord of the
You're talking about me?
Oh, God.
The Cosmic Killer.
Not Cosmic Killer, not Cosmic Orchid.
No,
Coming under Cosmic Killers says, I want to see more Kuwagata Osier, not King Kuwagata. At least
I 100%
agree.
And we'll see him next episode, actually. We're going to get Red Kuwagata next episode, if I'm correct.
Now, mind you, I like King Kuwagata. I mean, it just got announced the next wave of Yudos, King Kuwagata, and Spider Kuminos are part of that set. So that's really nice.
It's time for it to stop being the base form. I'm tired of seeing it all the time.
See, I don't. Okay, so sidebar. When it comes to Super Sentai, still don't know a lot. I was always like, wait, he's just going to be in this form the whole time? Like, that
usually
makes it
not
seem
like that.
Special.
Yeah, it's usually not like that. It's odd. He's using it more like a writer would use it and just like defaulting to it.
Yeah, and I was like, I get that for a writer, but Super Sentai, it seems less teamy when you have one that's always in his upgrade form and no one else has cool.
Usually this only happens when they do like a team power up in like Deca Ranger and Magi Ranger. Then they typically use the group power up more.
I had the same complaint about the King Osier mecha before, obviously Jeremy showed up when it was just the Extreme.
Yeah.
Or no, Legend King Osier with the Legend Shoe Gods attached. I was like, what's OP?
Yeah.
What's the point? And then Extreme popped up. I'm like, well, what's the point now? They're like, hey, Castle. It's like son of a power scaling.
Exactly.
It was before we knew about the space alien insect things. And anyway.
All right, finishing this episode off. Let's do that really quick. We get Jeremy in Gira's body delivering a punch to Ninja Guy's face. I'm referring to him as Ninja Guy because I cannot remember his name right now. Too much stress.
Sure, that's his name.
And anyway, he gets punched directly in the face, which causes them all to switch back to their normal bodies. So they get ready with their final attacks all on him. And then instantly, their retainers are summoned in front of them. So they're forced to stop. And we get a big twist that leads directly into the next episode. The retainers are all under control and retaliate on their kings. And for those of you who saw Zio's stream, Himino got done dirty. She didn't get punched once, but twice. If I'm correct, Yama got stabbed. I think Sebastian used Tetsaiga on Daboski or something like that. Something crazy like that. It was quite the scene. Very good. Final moments for show. It flows very nicely into the next episode. I think whatever episode we get next is definitely going to have a very serious tone, and I'm looking forward to it. But let me pass it on to you guys. What do you guys think of this week's Xenoger?
I didn't see it.
I know Mark didn't see it, but out of the description I gave, what did you think?
Dabowski got to be inside Himino's body.
I know.
Once again, it says the preview and stuff because I've seen it. It is cool that what the shit.
Oh my god!
All right, good. Let me get these headphones on.
It's Lion Agito.
Shit. I had to go back and rob myself.
This is future Zio.
Shit.
I saw the preview before he jumped back in, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, I was like, did you please tell me you didn't do this on purpose? You didn't do this on
purpose. I got so fucking bored. I just got time. He was like, put on this suit. And I was like, why? And it was like, the space goo. And I was like, what are you talking about? I've traveled through the time stream before. He was like, not this time you haven't. It was like, okay, so just get in it. So I was like, all right, where are we going? It's just like, you got to rob yourself. You got to fix the timeline. And I was like, okay. So I went back in time and I robbed myself. I got my 01 driver back. Got these back. Boy, we got some redecorating to do.
Damn continuity. What the hell?
I need some payoff for this later in a video, potentially.
Hey, this is continuity. That's all.
Yeah, that's true. It does pay off in an earlier video.
Yeah.
Yep, we got all that going on. But yes, I listened to everything you guys were doing while I was traveling through time. So good job, Cloudy.
What'd you think of Dabowski being inside of Himino's body?
Zio, I didn't forget to mention Dabowski in that dress.
Definitely something that I wish it happened to me.
Wait.
Yep.
Your drink's not empty anymore.
It isn't.
Time shenanigans.
He undrunk himself.
he regurgitated.
He just
He
yeah, was
spit
just
back
open his
the
mouth
water.
and all this. Yeah,
I pulled a
did do a
whole
reverse, I
Sonoe.
think.
Just all right. Let's get in for the second half.
Well, you did do a reverse.
all those meanwhile
hydrate
videos
once
in
before.
reverse.
Yeah.
Also, someone asked if we're gonna go over the Raculous rumors. I think it was Crazy Orb.
I don't
Yeah,
think we are. I don't think.
someone
we are.
asked
I mean,
about
I'm
how
aware of the
Fortnite-
rumors. I don't like them because it's character assassination.
Let's not talk about them until they become relevant. I think.
Like I'm not a fan of those rumors. But real quickly, I guess because I do have the sound effects.
Oh, thank you.
No, I like Cloudy.
Megadong for $5 says, "Do you prefer it when they keep their voices or when they swap voices in ADR?" In this episode, we got both.
No,
we didn't.
didn't.
The actors actually portrayed their voices correct. That's the thing that we normally get in Sentai is when they do body swap episodes, they do get them to voice each other. But this time, no, Gira's actor can just emulate Jeremy's voice
perfectly,
so on point that I was like, there ain't no way. And it was like, no, it is.
If you heard the beginning of our recap, even Orchids mentioned how they thought like that was so well done that we thought that it was, read Jeremy's voice over Gira.
Yeah, I was like confused. Like, is it dub? Is it not? Like, which is which? I couldn't
also,
tell.
Zio, if you can hear this, I wonder if you can tell what brand of alcohol it is.
That's White Claw.
No, it is not.
But
Nah, it has too much fizz for a white
sounds heavy.
White Claw.
It is heavy, I'll tell you that much.
Budweiser?
Nope. Ain't nobody drinking Budweiser.
No one drinks Budweiser.
Is it domestic?
Yes.
No. Miller High Life.
Actually, you're right.
Oh, you're a Miller High Life kind of fan. Okay.
I do.
I used to be when I drank.
No, see, I did the hood drinks. I always got the gas station like 211 Steel Reserves.
Oh, no, I don't do the Steelies. I stopped the Steelies after like 2 months. I was like, can't do that. No.
Got those, or if not, it was the Colt 45, the high gravity ones. Oh yeah, I drank them real hood ass drinks. So
I've been sober for like 7 years. I do not miss those drinks at all. It's like drinking gasoline.
Yeah.
Bacardi 151 was the way to do it.
With ground coffee and an instant coffee inside of gasoline. That's what that shit tastes like.
Oh, God.
Someone did ask, though, earlier about the Fortnite map. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, we saw.
I saw it.
I'm not a Fortnite kind of guy. Look, even one of my real life friends was just like, "Are you going to cover this?" And I'm like, "Never." And they're like, "Really? Look at this." And I'm like, "I've seen it."
I'm just going to tell you this right now. The guy on the server who loves Fortnite the most, Zygarde, also hates this, and he doesn't care.
I don't care about crossovers. I still have 8 hours of footage from when that one Battle Royale game did Geats in it. And I played that game for like 8 hours and recorded all the footage to try and get all the skins and everything. And I was like, I don't even care to edit this video.
Oh, speaking of questions, Zio, as we gave our opinion on this, but your opinion as well. Do you like it that Gira is using his golden form as his basically?
Oh, absolutely not. No, hell no.
Yeah, we all do.
He's using it so little that's the form they gave Daigo when he's gonna cross over with them. They're like, we're not using this red chess piece anymore. Just go ahead and take it, Daigo. So that's what we're gonna have for Kyoyu Red. He's wearing Carnival with the actual Kawagata Ojo chess piece. That's how you know they're not using that shit. Also, given the fact that in the opening, Gira changes into fucking his king form during their whole like anime like overlay sequence. It's like, this, that, and the other.
It may have to do with that rumor.
Yes. But would you like to do a proper recap, Zio, or your thoughts on the episode?
You covered the points. I just need to get Media Player up and running so I can at least show Mark the visuals.
Yes,
just like
I'm a visual learner.
He was like, I hadn't seen this, and I'm just like, well,
you're missing out. Zio had to hydrate on stream for this. We all did, actually.
and I just ate sugar-free.
You know, that was also one of the few times in which I actually hydrated to Rita because the way Yama rocked that body, I was like, boy.
Damn. The confidence. I like you could actually see like all the actors' diversity. Like they're actually pretty good.
Just showed
yeah, and I know some Toku actors do voiceovers, and I think like Jeremy and Gira can be good voice actors.
Oh my god, though they are so good at each other. I don't know if anyone else got this, but I seriously think they have strong brotherly vibes from this episode alone.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But people are taking that to a little extreme. Yeah, Orchid.
Oh yeah, you can't have siblings without.
Yeah, I'm stuck, brother.
Yeah, the wrong kind of Eskimo brothers.
Oh yeah,
the wrong kind.
Right, I don't even own a dryer.
Wait, Orchid, you're muted. Oh.
Is it bad that I just checked like archive of our own and there's already like 6?
There's 6 of them?
Like just only 6.
Damn.
They work fast. Not all of them are in English.
It's okay. Some people on the Discord server found a certain other fan fiction like this other week. All I say is go clean up your room. And the people that were on the server will know what I'm talking about.
Hey, give me my Himino X Himino. Get on it. Work on it right now, please.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if there exists. Like the time I showed you that Sonori picture.
Oh.
Look, but just even like the look of confidence on Himeno's face, just because it's Dabowski, is just like, yeah.
This was definitely what they're gonna use for like their acting reel when they get apply for new jobs after this.
And like even like
assertive body language.
Yeah, like their body language was like really good.
Oh my god, Rita did the kissy face. I didn't even see that in the first.
This was also when I thought that that Rita's actress was about to like break character, was as Yama was like going crazy with the just the look. It's like this smile that just cracked. I'm just like, did you just Jimmy Fallon this? Did you just like crack? But it was great. It was just like, nah, here's your Mofun plush and just have a good day. That type of thing. But yeah, it was just a very fun episode when it comes to like a lot of those aspects, just in terms of how the characters managed to nail down their characters just right. Because I mean, just looking at Gira's face, you're like, oh yeah, that's that Jeremy look. He's got that smug ass look just out of nowhere. So it's
and like, I like that and on Jeremy's face, you can like it's like Gira.
The thing is, this was not only just a fun episode, but this gave us like deep shit as well. Like this was crazy.
It did. They managed to nail a lot when it comes to what this
easily my favorite episode so far.
Yeah, that's why this is my favorite episode of this show thus far, is this episode, because peak hilarity, peak acting, lore bits, character growth moments, all that good stuff, all wrapped up within a single episode.
Mark, when you see this episode, you need to like hit me up immediately and just let me.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it over the weekend.
By the way, Mark, Zio, Cloudy said that there's a suggestive like Himeno Bowski in like position.
Yes, we're getting to that. It's after the fight. Oh, it's after the fight, and it's like a good third of the 3/4 of the way.
Oh, yeah, I'm still a big fan of Goma beating the shit out of everyone, but then also knocking Himeno Ranma into peak mood.
He's just like, I'm done.
Yep, just on the ground, just done.
And Rita saying, I hate this weak body.
Y'all know that pissed off.
Well, also, you know, this is probably where the
ship
because there was definitely some gear on Jeremy accent. Like, that's not how you use this body. Let me show you how to use this body.
You got to put the key in this hole right here.
You got to put the key in the ignition, and then the R. Kelly soundtrack just hits in the background, and then it's just like,
oh my god, you did not just bring up R. Kelly.
And not to mention, there's like, I think like one of the cast posted a picture of both Jeremy and Gira sitting in the throne of
Zio.
Shogudan.
Don't forget the Toku slap in this scene.
Oh yes, technically Himeno in Dabowski's body slaps Dabowski in Himeno's body. It's great. in their suit. Like all that just ends up happening. But of course, Gamma takes advantage of all that shit.
There's 2 slaps. There's one in the beginning as well.
Let me see. Where's other peak moments to happen? Oh yeah, reverse Africa that we see. Because they were like, yeah, remember the Earth that we fucked up. Here, we just inverted it. It's a whole different planet now, guys. No, it's just Africa. You guys,
right? Is that sun? Is that the sun in the background over there in that corner? Because that is a lot bigger if that's the case.
That's the sun, and then the moon. They were like, yeah, just random shit here. It's like so many inconsistencies with the planet. That's one of my biggest things.
That was the only weak part about this episode.
What?
If anything.
Yeah, that really is it.
Like, that is the only nitpick I have, dude. Otherwise, this is perfect. Oh, go back. You passed it.
Oh.
Yeah, you passed it. Yeah, you passed it. Go.
The thing is, it's done from a distance, but Himeno, a.k.a. the Bosky, is here grabbing them things from that river. Grabbing them fruit.
Yep.
Them veggies. By hand. Them radishes. Right there on hand. Right there on hand. Wait. The angle Sebastian's holding his plate.
Oh no, I just saw that.
No. I never noticed that before. I'm just like,
Sebastian's doing a Mark impersonation.
You're really happy to get that food, huh, Sebastian?
It's just like Himeno-sama.
Hand-to-hand harvesting. All right.
Yeah, you got to go back to the Boski.
But that green screen did not look too good at that other part, though.
You can get them herbs. It's the thing about doing this in Media Player. I can't. Oh.
No.
Oh. Get them.
Frame by frame rolling.
Got him. Good. Oh. This is like instant replay right here. It's just the frame by frame.
By the way, the eyes just also sell it too. Like,
oh yeah. The Bosky definitely sells this shit.
Oh yeah.
Wait for a marker just doing like John Madden, be like, right here is where he's getting all excited. And then you're just like drawing an arrow down.
The nodding for approval. Oh. Even without me, like, yeah. All them shots. But yeah, overall, really good episode when it comes to a lot of this stuff.
This is insane. Oh, and then the fight. Even the fight was pretty good at the end.
The fight was good, especially since they pulled some powers we hadn't seen before with the flaming sword from Himenowski and shit like that. This punch, the one punch that just happened.
I was hoping we get more of the bug parts from like the regular King Odors.
No, so the part that got everybody was this at the end when...
Oh, the double tap for Himeno.
Yep, because as we see, they're about to all get slashed up by their respected retainers from the opposite side of things. Like, okay, here we go. Here, it's the wind-up. It's the wind-up.
The Tetseiga from Sebastian.
Yeah, just out of nowhere. Bro pulls out the Tetseiga. But Himeno gets done dirty because she got the double tap.
She got
while everybody else got hit once.
Disrespectful.
As they're falling down, Kurada's coming in for that second one. See? Look at that. Look at that. That light up. Himeno got hit twice. Everyone else got the one. Got the one and done situation. And Himeno was just like, Kurada was legit mad. He was Kurada like,
was pissed. He was like,
you get it twice. You get that shit twice.
Do you think it has to relate to like the pink bug like revealing the body swap and now that's why they're rebelling?
It definitely is. She's the mind control one, I think, right?
Yeah, she is. Hillbill. is the one mind controlling everybody. So yeah.
Yep, and it flows perfectly into the next.
But then again, Himeno is the one that fought Hillbill, last week. So probably that grudge, a little bit, is there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That wasn't gender equality, Tanoshi. That was double respect paid in full.
Double respect. But yeah, this was definitely my favorite episode of the season thus far. Like peak episode, even without like the King Oger mech being used, because where's that been? Like since we've gotten Cosmic, no King Oger mech at all. Like
maybe they're still afraid of the galactic bug things.
Yeah, they
the
did
Uchu.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Plus, I mean, we've seen that he commands an army full of them. Like I can just end up seeing a CG hot mess of King Oger fighting a bunch of black King Ogers. It's like, oh, you guys got that combination? Cool. We did that first. So here's 500 of them. And then it's like, oh, shit.
I thought they would go even
and
further.
Now we know why we got the King Oger Legend so early.
Yeah. That's why they needed it. They
got to go to Power Cosmic.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how to grow. We saw that already with Dagdead. He literally can spontaneously grow, shrink as he wills. Like, there's no need for it.
Yeah. I think whatever power-up they're going to get next is what's going to allow them to go even further beyond Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann style.
They're going to throw multiverses at everybody?
Yes.
Well, we already got multiverse, but Kane somehow ending up there.
They're going to have a scene in which they show like the ZO universe and be like, thrown away.
Oh, odd thing. I have like a weird theory, but I guess maybe not true. I don't know. Depends on what you guys think. Like, because we got in the very beginning, like, he's crushing the planets with his hands, but the planets are perfectly fine, like, at the end of the day. Like, he's not actually doing anything to them. So I'm just wondering, do you think, like, he can't actually destroy the planets themselves, but he has to, like, take away the life on the planet? Like, you know what I mean?
He's trying to lead to the destruction of the planets by them doing it themselves. But the thing is, when he was throwing, like, the meteorites on the planet, it did seem like he was actually doing that to the planet itself.
Maybe.
So, but that was what happened, last week. And this week he was just like, it's just our playthings, but he could probably just manifest.
Yeah,
things.
I think he could.
Maybe.
It's so boring to just slowly crush them. It would be more fun to see the fight against the Andrew. Suck the blood, land with blood.
Well, we definitely know he's toying.
He likes to play with his food.
Exactly.
So. All right, so anything else we got for this week's King Oger?
No, I'm good.
Well, Mark hasn't watched it. Maybe when you do your Tokusatsu hangover, Mark, you can start off by just doing a live watch reaction. Like,
no,
right,
I ain't gonna
I'm
risk
just gonna
that.
watch this in the background while you guys.
Mark,
I even gonna risk it.
I can go back to your old days.
No, just don't show the episode. Just like, hey guys, if you want to just go ahead and just think up, and I'm gonna be watching it here, and you guys can just pretend to be watching it with me, and I'm just gonna say when to start, and when I hit start, you guys start, and we're gonna live react.
Mark, it's like the old days. Remember in your old the beginning of your
also some people are saying like King Oger should have gotten a second opening.
It should have. It definitely should have. No, my biggest disappointment with this opening is the fact that even though we got the old track, okay, cool, that whatever, cheap. The mix match between the footage of time skip and pre-time skip footage in the opening is what disappointed me. Because I'm like, if you're gonna commit, you gotta fully commit to it. You don't half commit to the bit. And that's what they did with the opening. They half committed to it. They didn't redo all of the scenes with their 2-year time skip versions. They only did half the scenes, and then the other half was like these. The ones that were easier to reshoot were the ones that they did. And that was it. And I'm just like, that sucks. That's lame. Nah, if that was the thing, you might as well have just done a whole new opening, whole new singer. Back On was literally recording a God Chart intro in the background. You guys could have got them in there. Then y'all say,
funny thing, that's how they got.
Beverly was back there singing an intro or singing an insert theme. You all could have gotten her in there.
That's how they got the Rube opening. A famous voice actor was just the singer was just in the booth, and they were like, "Can you record this like opening for Rube real quick?" And they were like, "All right, sure." Yeah.
So
I'm not surprised because Toy, for one of their Pretty Cure seasons, they went for like a month without updating the opening, even though a new character was introduced.
Was this sweet?
No, it was like Paradise.
Oh.
I think it was the beach one, the one with the mermaids.
Nice. I see. I like Pretty Cure
in so long.
I'm actually keeping up with it. I like Pretty Cure quite a bit.
I haven't seen it since Heart Catch. That was the last season I watched.
It's been quite a bit. It's been some time.
It's been.
There's ups and downs.
I know exactly what you're doing.
All right.
So far, this season is good, but the last few seasons could be better.
Oh.
All right, guys.
Sand. Oh, wait. Oh, this.
It's
boom, 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 boom.
All right, guys. So it's that time of the year. It's that time that we get the whole trademark for the next name of the next season, and it's not Toy Biger. It's Bakuage Sentai Boon Boomger.
Yeah, I'm never enunciating that.
Bakuage Sentai. Boom.
Yes. Nope. So it's an explosive Sentai.
Dynaman?
Yes. It's the Dynaman sequel. I can't wait for the dub to be done by Kids in the Hall again. They'll just come out of retirement and be like, hey, we got to do it again. They made a sequel show. Really? Yes. Okay.
Explosion Sentai Explosion.
Bro. Everyone talking about this, I was like, I'm not enunciating that. I'm not even going to try. I'm calling it Bakugan Sentai Boner Bopper.
I thought you were going to call it Baku Age Sentai.
Nope.
That's how I pronounce it.
What are we going to be calling it?
Bakugan Sentai Boner Bopper. That's what I'm calling it.
Boner Bopper.
What are we shortening it to? Like, are we just going to call it Boomger or like Boomger or what is it?
Yeah, I mean, it would probably be Boomger.
Boom Boner.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally just explosive Sentai once again.
Yeah,
the amount of vowels. This is like the most messed up Wheel of Fortune solving puzzle.
Oh yeah, there's only like 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, it's almost the same thing as what we got when we got the King Oger trademark, because it was literally all Sama Sentai. King Oger was literally King Sentai. King Kinger was the pun. This is the same thing again.
There's 8 consonants in this entire nonsense.
This is explosive Sentai, explosive for jur.
Explosive Sentai Exploder.
Yes, Diarrhea Sentai Slayer Drill.
Let's not talk about diarrhea, please.
I'm just happy no one went with
we talked about this before the stream. So.
Yeah. The cleansing of my life.
Hold on, Musa Muteki for $2 cents. Vestroya Sentai Bakuganger.
Oh.
Isn't that the antagonist?
I see
it's a Bakugan thing.
Vestroya?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
yeah.
It's a season of yeah.
I heard like this little tidbit from the internet. Apparently, AK-48 did like a parody like Sentai, which is Boomger, and so people are like, maybe it will be an all-female Sentai this time.
So it won't do that. They like money too much.
You can pray.
Yeah, I think they just like
if they wanted to tap into that market, like Mark said, and I've said before, live action pre-cure. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. That's how you check those boxes.
Muted my mic. Got the joke out of my system.
Oh, nice. I'm glad you censored yourself.
I had to. It's very misogynistic, but it was hilarious. So, but
we can always share it later. Don't worry.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it. You'll giggle.
Also, I'm surprised no one went for the obvious joke with the beginning of this. The Bakuage Sentai part.
What Bakugan?
Oh, you mean Bakugo?
No, not that one. I'm not gonna say it. I don't care to.
Okay.
Say it.
No, I'm good.
I'll say my joke.
No, we're gonna be adults here. We'll say
we are adults. We're making good jokes. Say it, Cloudy.
No.
It's okay. We've only got 58 viewers. That's not enough.
I was literally gonna call us Oma Sentai Kitchen Oger.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, yeah. Oh my god.
My wife would hate that joke.
Oh, Graf, now I'm your father. Okay. Oh my God, Graf, you're gonna kill me.
Also, I heard like this little rumor that the henshin device will be similar to the Blazer Brace, which is a use henshin device.
I was just hoping it'd be like a stick of
They use a sandwich changer.
I was gonna say like a dish plate and it's a sponge and they have to pretend they're cleaning it.
Oh no.
Hotaro's mom is like the chief of the group.
Oh no, kitchen Sentai momager.
Oh,
It's a different word for mom in that one, Cloudy.
Well, Toy is producing a grown-up Precure movie for the anniversary,
which is neat. It's pretty neat. Like I already knew about that before because Fitzy on the Discord had been telling me about it, and I was like, "That's actually pretty cool that they're actually doing like technically like a 10 years after for the Precure team, even though that's anime. So it's like it doesn't hit the same as having returning actors for live action shows, but it's cool that they're doing that. And of course, as a big Inazuma 11 fan, and we keep doing like that back and forth in terms of time skips. It's cool. It's cool and it's right.
You put another Sentai name in my head, and now I need to get rid of it. Oh,
Stupid Sentai, Stupidger is one we got from Elemental in the chat.
Okay.
The stick of dynamite. I will not discuss about all of the explosive things that we talked about on the Discord server over this past week when it comes to this name. Because
will we be referencing the opening to Go Under? It is the 10th anniversary.
Maybe.
Or something like that.
What? Go Under already had their 10th anniversary 10 years ago.
I thought you meant
25th anniversary of Mystic Knights, damn it.
If anything, they'll probably reference Dynaman's intro, if anything. Right?
Yes, I mean, I would expect it to be super like nonstop explosions. They gotta make. They got that whole new green screen so they can make fake explosions now, which is not gonna hit the same.
That's where the budget went from Gator to the explosions.
Yes. No, I didn't.
Explosive bathroom Sentai Taco Belger.
Here you go, Mark. I got one for you. Sandwich Sentai Wifeger.
Nah, it doesn't hit the same.
You okay?
What happened there? I mean, I was gonna say, never mind. I cannot say that one. Wow, Mark, that was bad. No.
Michael Bay is the chief. I mean, I've heard that one a few times already when it comes to this. The thing is, it's weird because one of the rumors that they were saying when it came to this Sentai was that it was monsters. Like it was a monster-themed Sentai.
Yeah, I heard that.
And I'm just like, unless the boon on here is like a baboon's ass, I don't see it. But then again, I guess that's where the boom's coming from, is a baboon's ass.
Or the boon can be like from Treasure, but it's like, I don't think a lot of people liked Bokenger.
I like Bokenger. What are you talking about?
Bokenger was fine.
Bokenger was an anniversary season before there was a glitz and glamour to being an anniversary season.
They also had a really good 6th debut.
Oh, yeah. Oh, goddamn. Boken Silver was peak, like, 6 Sentai intro.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. Great. Look, it was about the adventure graph. That's why they were Boken Sentai.
Boken Sentai. I mean, a lot of people don't like its American counterpart. Can't blame them, but I don't mind it.
Never seen it. All I know is the main dude's apparently a robot.
He is.
Yeah, and he became human at the end.
What?
Oh, well, thanks for spoiling that for me. I guess I don't need to watch this show anymore, guys. I'm good.
Yep.
Man became Pinocchio.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the only good thing I can remember from that show.
That was the good thing? They should have kept him a robot.
No, I mean the storyline about him and his dad. That's the only good thing I can remember. The rest...
Well, the other thing I can remember about this is what happened after the show. With a certain someone stealing a certain something.
Oh, even I know about that one. Yes.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just heard like one of the actors stole something.
Yeah, the Black Ranger stole like one of the like a signed poster. Like it was like I think one of 2, and because he didn't think he got enough, and then he just left. Yeah, the thief in the show became a thief in real life.
I mean, it was already a joke when they casted him as the thief, so
Yeah.
it was already a thing. But I mean, I barely interacted with the community back then anyway, because I was like, I don't care about Power Rangers. I'm all in on this Sentai. All about this Sentai currently.
You're not missing much in that fandom, especially in the last week. It's been chaos.
What happened last week?
I mean, I'm instigating some stuff, not my burner account, but like and some other people. Basically, the press access came out for Cosmic Fury.
Oh,
some people had access, shared it with their friends. Some people started tweeting about it, and then the whole discussion and debate of NDAs versus embargoes, which a lot of people aren't smart enough to know the difference between the two. And then also some other people starting crap, but not realizing people have receipts and screenshots of their old accounts and stuff, and it's the receipts are popping up. I'm sitting back with my popcorn like, as an adult, I'm like, listen, I don't get involved in internet drama because I take things too far. So I'm just going to spectate until someone says my name, and then I'm going to have to jump in. And then next, I'm banned on all social media, possibly facing jail time because I don't have a filter. And I really, really take things too far to the point where arson's probably involved, hypothetically. And yeah, no, everyone's like, then people are like, oh, but I always do all these positive comments. I said, no one picked me. And everyone's blaming Hasbro and Pookie for why they haven't gotten to see it when it's a Netflix thing. And press screenings say right in it, press. If you're not press, you don't get it. I have had
so pretty much people are like, because I'm a shill, I should have gotten this.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't get it.
And to the point where people who, it's like, oh, it's never the nice people that get them. Only assholes and jerks and people negatively get them. And it's like, no, if you're not press, just because you're a fan, doesn't mean you're going to get it. Okay.
Yeah.
There's been times where I got passed up on
shit. Like a fan news account and an official news account. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah. And I was just like, and so everyone's been losing their shit because some stuff got spoiled about Cosmic Fury. Some stuff did it by people trolling, and people are just getting really sensitive. And at the end of the day, it's like, hey, it's a kid show.
And I just dropped it
With bad suits.
You dropped it? You're not even curious?
I'm not gonna watch it.
Wait, you've seen it?
Yes, of course I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen it. I saw it a couple days ago.
Mark told me like a few days back. He was like, I seen it.
Oh, okay.
He was like, oh, how was it? He was like, it's a show.
It's a show.
That's all I'm saying. Because I don't have an NDA because I'm not on the show and I wasn't there. I have an embargo.
Yeah.
Which means you can't really do much until
it's done. It's out there.
It's lifted.
Yeah.
And I got those over the last 13 plus years for video games. It's like, yeah, you just keep your mouth shut and wait until you can talk about stuff.
Don't they usually tell you the date ahead of time? The date.
How good were the suits in motion if you had to rank them out of let's see, what's a bad food?
Mayonnaise.
Between mayonnaise and I would say
avocado,
really good hot sauce. Where would it be on the scale?
Sauce?
No, hot sauce.
I'm gonna say,
like, how fire is it?
Well, depending on the demographic of white in the audience, mayo might be spicy for them.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna say,
let's say the 0 scale is like Wisconsin mayo. That's probably the whitest you can go.
And then we can get up to like ketchup is like a good 5.
I'll say like
ketchup. The fuck is right? No, Tabasco is like a 5.
Yeah. Okay. So below Tabasco would obviously be that like packet mustard, the spicy packet mustard, like the golden mustard, because that's not really spicy. That's kind of tangy. It's like a tangy.
It's like that spicy mustard guy with hot dogs.
You can even tell the trailer. Like it just feels weird. Also, sriracha, that's not spicy, but sriracha mayo is good. I like sriracha mayo. But the suits just, I don't like the way they look. You can see with the trailer, I don't like the way it moves because it's so stiff in this area. So it's kind of like where your mom makes you a costume. You're like, hey, mom, I want to be something like cool. Next, it's like a toilet paper tube. And then you put like little stick figure arms
like, all right, Cool Ranch Dorito. Here you go.
Yeah.
I think it's due to the fact that it's because like there's no actual chest piece. So when it looks stiff in the upper chest, it's like, why is it not like bendable? Because it looks like fabric, so it should be flexible. when compared to like Sentai.
Have you not seen the size of it? That
arm-
looks like foam.
Okay.
That shit looks like foam.
Yeah,
The armholes really throw me off.
it's like wearing an M&M costume.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's like if there's a chest piece, it would be understandable. It would be stiff, but since there isn't, I couldn't tell it was foam. I thought it was like fabric.
It's fabric over something hard. It's basically
Yeah.
trying to think of what, like, you know, like those high-end action figures that have like the real fabric on them, but it's just wrapped around plastic.
Oh.
Oh, that.
That's what it feels like. That's what it looks like, anyways. And I don't say anything negative about Pookie. You could try to say that name in chat. I am a sellout. I will have him on the podcast, so I have to sell it all day. Like, nah, I can say nothing bad.
I mean, you did describe these suits as it's fabric over something hard, so I think that's high praise.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you could have said they're complete dog water, but
You didn't say that.
You know, it's bad enough that I wish like they just
Now-
took the real soldier helmets and just put it on the body suits of the Q Ranger suits.
Let's talk about a suit that's slightly better than those.
yes.
Oh, yes. Finally, it's time.
Wait, y'all
That
don't
is
like this?
I don't like this.
The Phillips head screw. Yay.
I like the color scheme. I like the color scheme on it.
I mean, it's Kaiza. Of course, it's like yeah. So the thing is, for me, like when this was first shown to me, I thought it was a joke. I didn't think that it was legit. And part of the reason why was because of how cheap the undersuit was compared to new Fies.
Yeah, this didn't really look real. I thought this was like a fan art thing originally.
Because that's the thing, is like new Fies has a completely new undersuit, all that good stuff going on top of all the armor going on and shit. While new Kaiza is rocking the old undersuit. It's literally just the old undersuit with the new shit on there. That's it.
Even, like
not even the leg parts are new. These are still the old leg pieces.
So I'm just curious because the weapon here is like the lore behind this that they use Saiga to make this or something.
I would assume so, especially if they are going with, once again, movie continuity. I've been saying this since day one. This seems like it's movie continuity, even though it was like, well, sources say it's ends after the show. That makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. But then again, this also technically makes no sense.
Yeah. Also, why are they screw themed?
Phillips head versus flathead.
Yeah, why are they screw themed?
I mean, it was already like a circle with a line versus a circle with an X before. So,
not to mention they're based on Greek letters.
I get that, but it's still. I don't know. This chest plate is even. I don't like this chest plate more than I don't like the one on Fies.
This one is literally slap something on something else on there.
Yeah. Also, sorry, I don't want to mean to complaining, but it's
kind of like they just took the rough draft and said, do the photo shoot with it because the final shoot is not ready.
I don't know if it's the quality of the picture, but it also doesn't even seem like it has the same glow like the Fies suit has. You know what I mean?
It doesn't, even though they're reusing the same chest piece essentially along with the shoulder parts. But once again, everything else from this suit, besides technically, no, the belt is actually the original Kaiza belt. What? They just changed the phone. They literally just changed the phone.
Is that a touchscreen phone?
Yes, yeah. It's the new Fies phone, essentially, but it's on the old base Kaiza belt.
Oh.
It's the exact same belt. They literally went cheap on this one.
I will say this, the other I do like the weapon upgrade. I think this is a solid plus. The weapon is definitely an upgrade.
I mean, they probably just wanted to differentiate between him and Fies with having that going on.
I guess. But I don't know. Compared to the old weapon, I don't know. I like this one more.
Unless there's like a story, like importance to why the suit looks like it's just the first draft, then
the only way that it could work. Okay, so spoiler alerts for anyone that has not seen Fies or Paradise Lost. You had time since I first talked about this, like months ago.
Oh wait, hold on. We got a super chat before you go on.
All right, real quick from Musa Muteki. been a while since we heard that one.
I like that one.
So how is the Kaiser belt intact? It was dusted. You're right. Exactly. That's another thing that's weird.
From the movie.
Yes. In the movie, when Keitaro used the Henshin energy drink, Henshin One Shot, to transform, it was literally for one time.
That's why it was called the One Shot. Get one chance.
And then afterwards, the belt literally disintegrated along with the Kaiser gear. Kaiser gear, which, it makes sense. This is a whole new gear. So getting a new gear in there makes sense. But then the belt is just like, what is you doing? What is you doing going on over here?
So from what I'm hearing, it's like a mismatch of the TV show and the movie.
That makes no sense.
Why?
That still makes no sense. Kaiser died in both timelines.
And it's also, there was the same suit in both.
Yeah, Kusaka Masato died in both timelines. He's died more times than he's lived.
Yep. Also, speaking of which, that also reminds me.
No, because he's also died in his subsequential, future appearances.
Wait, how does he keep getting revived?
So, you thinking, this is Leo's old suit?
I'm thinking they probably just painted over Leo's old suit, since technically that driver did get cut in half.
Yeah. But who's inside?
I think because Inoue loves himself, Kohei Murakami, who is Kaiser's actor, so fucking much. They're like besties.
Or something.
He's back. They found a way to come back. Especially when it came to the there was a Kaiser manga that just recently ended. By recently, I mean a couple years ago. Ended. That was essentially the story of Faiz done through the lens of Kaiser. And it was partially written by Kusaka's actor. Because he was just that involved with the character. I'm thinking they're pulling off some fucking shenanigans to get him to come back. I'm thinking, now, if I'm going to drink the Inoue juices real fast, and hold on a second while I do.
I wonder if it's just the bad quality of this image.
Or they photoshopped it too much.
Now I'm thinking they took the Kaiser dust, implanted those into Smart Lady. She later gave birth to a new Kusaka. And then he instantly grew up Twilight style into adult super old Kusaka. But still had all his old memories.
You had me until the not snorting of the Kusaka dust.
No, they just injected it. They literally got a scientist to do it, and the scientist is played by Inoue. He's just out here with a giant turkey baster, just getting all of the Kusaka dust.
Does the turkey baster just say for the plot on it?
It's just gonna be deepest lore on the side of it.
Just deepest lore. For the deepest injection.
And then it's just gonna be Smart Lady the end of the Barbie movie, just going in there for that exam. Mm-hmm. And then it's just gonna be just going we bringing him back. Woo! And then just going for it. And that's gonna be the prequel film that plays right before the movie actually starts.
I'm starting to not want to watch this movie. I already took off my ears.
Nah, it's gonna be fire. I think it's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, it's gonna be peak fiction. Peak fiction. Peak fiction.
Plus, as I say with every suit, they always look better in motion.
And the thing is, we haven't really seen this suit at all outside of the glamour shot. At least for the new 5 suit, we've seen multiple different versions, including SH figure arts already for it. Oh, so we've gotten so much already for this. Also, of course, the belt was already listed as a CSM that they're going to be releasing soon, and I'm just like,
Zio, no.
I have negative money.
Zio, stop.
And negative money. and y'all just keep throwing stuff at me, and I'm just like, all right,
you know what you need?
Can't wait for CSM cardboard box to come out, and then I'm just gonna be like living in that cardboard box. Just all of this CSM. Because the thing is, they're probably gonna come out with this one as well. Like they're probably the reason why they haven't announced a reissue of the Kaiza CSM is because, of course, this is the exact same belt as the old Kaiza, just with a new driver. They're probably gonna re-release the Kaiza CSM with 2 gears, the old one for the old fit, and then the new one for the new fit.
Not to get both.
Yep.
Exactly. To display them both.
That's it. Never to wear them, just to display them.
Exactly.
I got the Fize Edge already.
So in a more maybe reasonable sense, potentially. Why don't you just not get it? You like the Fize one more, right?
I mean, I am going to get the Fize one.
Not get
it?
For the love. You mean don't buy something?
I just mean for Zio's sake, yes.
Oh, for Zio, yeah. No, Zio don't buy it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not talking about us, Mark.
Wow. Sounds like a personal attack.
No, it wasn't.
Sounds like it.
Also, the thing is, looking at this, because if you think about it, in terms of the movie Paradise Lost, and the previous poster that we got that showed Next Fize in there.
Yeah.
He was in a ruined area while Kaiza seems to be in the metropolitan area.
Oh yeah, this looks nice.
Which tells me that he's playing for the Orphanox this time around.
Ooh.
Because he's in the good part of town. He's in the burbs. He's in the burbs.
I honestly really can't wait for this movie. I think it's gonna be great.
Just out there representing, which is this upcoming thing that we got going on, which of course, another thing is with this, we also did technically get the release date for the film, and it's coming out February. It's coming out February already. This was sold with advanced tickets already listed on there, which of course included this nice poster that included both sides of them on there, which of course you can see the contrast between the two in their styles in that appearance. And once again, more effort was put into the Fize suit in general versus the Kaiza suit, but hey. But yeah, February is the release date of this film, with digital coming soon after, and it makes sense because they wanted to at least do it while it was still technically the Fize anniversary, because then technically Blade started in March, so it would have made sense to release this before March, so that way they could still get their anniversary show out the way. In terms of that front, I'm still excited when it comes to all of this, even though the Kaiza suit is a little but hey,
it looks good.
Resident Fize fan, still in there
from a distance.
Theo, did you see the ad message from Zuru Overs?
Oh.
Kaiza is also getting Toei Tokusatsu fan club special Detective Kaiza. I don't believe you. That's that sounds like bait.
Oh. You think at this point, maybe Bandai or whatever, they should make like a premium credit card?
Please don't give them ideas.
Think about it. Premium credit card.
For use in all of our retail sites.
Exactly. What do you think all my other credit cards are? They're all premium Bandai credit cards, basically.
Yeah, but now you have a direct credit card. And it'll buy it for you without you.
It's on Discord. It is a thing. Okay. Sure. I will
be nosy. There's a car accident outside.
Oh. Ouch.
Where is it in?
Buddy, go check the Discord. Tell me if it is real or not.
All right, I'll check it out.
Okay, so where is it in Discord?
It's probably in show discussions. With all that going on.
Wait, what the heck is Fen doing in regular? Okay.
All right, so while you guys look at that, I'm gonna go ahead and compare and contrast it. All right. So real quick, I'm not going to open up a poll because I don't have the second chat open currently. But whose suit reigns supreme? Is it Next Fize or Next Kaiza? Which one's the better suit? Fize, Kaiza?
Even though I'm not a big fan of Fies, I think I think
Boo,
I meant the
boo,
TV show.
boo.
Really? Not the TV show for it? It's so good in the TV show.
I just don't like miscommunications. Plots too much. It just drives me up
Well,
the
we were
wall.
just
Tell,
talking
tell
about
me
the
you
suit.
hated Dom Bros without telling me you hated Dom Bros.
We're just talking
Well, I
about
like
the suit.
Tom Bros. It was so
It's
funny.
the same show. They're the same show.
I just don't like the seriousness stuff, and I don't like bleak endings.
But Don Bros had a bleak end. Ooh.
And that's why I hate it. Why did you have to hurt the shippers, Inoue?
I'm in pain. Oh, anyway. But I'm just saying, the color schemes on Next 5 looks really good. Like, you got the silver with the red and the black. It's like, I think it's just like the right amount of color. Plus the yellow in the vibe. Oh, that is actually really nice.
I'm still trying to find where evidence of it is, Zeryu.
Zio, actually, while they're deliberating, can I ask you, what do you think the plot of this show will be? Of this movie will be? Just give me like your randomest like fantasy or plot.
The thing about the end of Paradise Lost, it was essentially, it was Takumi and Mari leaving out there to try and find a new world that can probably end up having proper orphanog human coexistence going along with it. Now, the thing is, since it's called Paradise Regained, which would technically make it a proper sequel to Paradise Lost, because that once again, everyone keeps saying, oh yeah, no, it's a sequel to the show and not the movie. Why the fuck would you name it after a sequel of what the movie was called after? Like, that makes no sense.
Also, why would you have two dead characters on the screen?
Also, yeah, it turned out to be true.
It's true.
Yeah, the Kamen Rider 5's murder case TTFC short.
Oh, great. So it's going to be one of those Inoue asshole things of it's nonsensical, but we're just going to throw it in there to be a thing.
Okay. Oddly
enough.
So back to
okay. So pulling in the Wikipedia entry for what Paradise Regained, the actual poem was, boy, we already got a lot of shit going on in here. All right, so think of it this way. So in the context of Paradise Lost, technically Fies is Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And technically Orga would have been Satan in that story, would have been Lucifer. So the thing is, obviously we can do that. Orga was one of the movie writers, played by Kiba. R.I.P. his actor.
Oh, the one. Kiba. Yeah.
Yeah, the black suit and the gold.
So the thing is, in Paradise Regained, Jesus is baptized by John Satan. No, by John. Satan seeing this, it's just the way Wikipedia spaces this. I'm just like, wait, John Satan?
John Satan? A new persona?
John Satan, yes. John Satan, the final form of John Toei is John Satan.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Satan seeing this calls a meeting of demons to plot against him, confident that he can fool Christ as he fooled Adam. Meanwhile, God tells the angels Satan is overconfident, and they sing God's praises. Jesus enters the wilderness and fasts for 40 days, pondering his past and future. A seeming old man of a desert asks him, as Son of God, to turn stones to bread. Sounds like alchemy. Jesus.
I know the story. I learned it in Bible school.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's biblical in terms of that. It likes pulling that biblical shit from time to time. Jesus recognizes Satan, rebukes him for his lies. Satan pretends to be delighted to hear the truth and begs permission to stay. Jesus says that he can do whatever the Father in heaven allows. Night falls. So the thing is, like, there's 4 books overall in the Paradise Regained arc. And he's going to pull bits and pieces from this. And it all goes into the imagery. Like, if you go back to the original imagery for Paradise Lost in itself, the Fies Paradise Lost film, you can see the allegories there already. Because Inoue was definitely cooking for it, but he was already cooking when it came to, like, Agito, and this was his second time to cook again. And he loves going in, like, greater than God aspects. So it's something that's going to reach those, like, foundational pieces. Like, let me see. There's this really good artwork by itself. Find it. Mark, you disappeared for a good bit. What was going on out there? I know.
All right, so I thought it was a car accident, right? But there's someone apparently in my apartment complex with a weapon.
What? Oh,
so there's like 10 cop cars, a fire truck, an ambulance, this, that, and like I just opened the door because I'm all nosy, and there's a cop up. I was like, "Oh, it's fine. We have everything control." I'm like, well, if you guys are struggling, just let me know. Like, because you got a lot of cop cars, one person. I got that Blade CSM on me.
So yeah, if you look back at like the original Kamen Rider Fies Paradise Lost movie poster, look at this shit. Yeah. You can't tell me this is not biblical allegory shit going on here.
Yeah, that definitely is.
Wall.
That is a beautiful poster. I'm surprised
you have that on your wall.
Yeah, why don't you have this on your wall?
I'm gonna go ahead and submit that to Walgreens tomorrow and see if I can get myself a nice, huge ass poster in the background.
All right. And Saiga suit looking great. Ooh, beautiful.
That actually looks pretty. I'd put that on my wall.
And the Orga suit
printed out. I'm gonna have to get that printed out. That looks nice.
Like, this is great artwork shit. And the thing is, it's not like we haven't seen it before. Once again, Agito also had like the god imagery as their poster tapestry that they like. I love that poster. Still no fucking end. And then he gave us this. The man just loves playing with this kind of shit. So I'm just like, yeah, it makes sense that this new film is going to play into this continuity. I don't care what other people say until we get a trailer or anything like that refutes anything from the film. I'm still saying this is film continuity.
My thing is, how do you have a trailer if it's like from not the film, considering the end of Fies?
Well, that's the entire thing. I really feel so many people that were talking about Paradise Regained. Once again, fake fans. They didn't know what they were talking about. They're like, well, because this source says it takes place after the series, it has to take place after the series. I'm sorry, did you watch the series? Because they're dead.
Both those guys on those posters, they're both dead.
It makes no sense. But if it's the film continuity, Takumi's still alive.
And we never saw Kaixa. Sorry. Kaiza.
I mean, Kaiza dies early on in the film.
Oh, right. I meant in Super Show.
Yes, and Keitaro destroys the suit afterwards. Kaiza dies before, like, Takumi gets his memory back. That's how early he fucking dies. So, yeah, it's like, tell me you haven't watched Fies without telling me you watched Fies when it came to, like, all the news about Paradise Regained. People just acting like they know, but they don't know, but that's usually how it goes in this fandom type stuff. So, but yeah, that was the Kaiser stuff, and we got all of the smoke out here just representing for our man Kaiser. So people that are confused, Kaiser Day is technically September 13th because of 913. 913 is his combination code on his phone to transform. It became Honorary Kaiser Day years back, and it's been a running joke since then. So if you're confused by the Kaiser joke memes, that's why. It's 913. 913. Too bad there's not technically the last time we had Fies Day was technically May 5th, 2005.
Well, May 5th in 22 years we can.
Yep.
If I'm alive, sure.
You'll be alive.
I don't know. I talk a lot of shit. So probably not.
You'll be alive, Mark. I believe it.
It'll be 1 extra 5. People will be like, nah, we can't do it. And it's 1 extra 5. It would have to be the month of Fies. In which it would be like May, like 2055, the month of Fies.
Or the 5th of every month in
Yeah,
2055.
it would be like 55. Yeah. It'd be Fies year.
It's a whole year.
On the first month of Fies year, we
no, we bought 2 CSMs.
Yeah.
No, it would be just 1 CSM on that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then the second month, it's 2 Tonfa blades.
Oh, no.
What's free?
1 Delta gear. Don't ask what's for.
4 out of Vikings.
I guess. That's a lot of auto Vigens.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that was it in terms of that front. I lost everything on private chat. Mark, can you talk about the new website that popped up?
Yes, and I will recopy the link so you can pull it up on the screen to share with the rest of class. Also, to answer the question from Mr. Impact, do we think there'll be any kind of Blade anniversary project? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
I have personally asked John Toei this.
I mean, the fact that Darren is also getting in King form. So.
Yes. So I think last week we talked about it right briefly, where I said, hey, Premium Bandai US is getting a new store called the Rikiri World, the roleplay toy shop. It's basically Bandai just allocating some stuff to basically a more condensed roleplay store, which is basically going to be like drivers and stuff like that. They're also going to be adding stuff from Street Fighter, so I'm curious what kind of Street Fighter roleplay items we're going to get.
Maybe like Chun-Li's bracelets.
I thought you were going to say something else after Chun-Li.
Don't. What? It's like
full Chun-Li's thighs in like statue form.
Listen.
Full
those count as complete gigantic whatever they
you mean complete selection gigantic?
Yes.
They're gonna have a collab with KFC in which they'll give you buns and thighs.
Oh my
god. 2-piece. But it just started today. Around.
So, look at what you've done. They're actually someone's actually singing the song in chat.
Hey, let them. But it's a lot of stuff we've already seen, like the CSM lock seeds. A lot of the Geet stuff is there.
Black Sun.
Yeah, the Typhoon $500 driver, which obviously is not nearly as expensive. It always goes on sale. One thing I will say, any of the Guichard stuff you don't get until November. But they're doing free shipping right now. If you spend $120 before tax, you get free shipping. But most of the stuff is going to pop up on Amazon. So I don't know if Bandai is going to cut back, because Bandai does have an official store on Amazon. So I don't know if they're going to cut back on what's going on Amazon and just going for this, because it is technically still premium Bandai. But the DX Guichard driver is not a premium Bandai item. So I don't know the rules to this new storefront of what they're doing. The only thing that appeals to me is obviously Shadow Moon's CSM from Black Sun, the show I have not watched.
The thing is, in terms of pricing, it is very in line with like TokuLectables, which is where a lot of people go to for a lot of the stuff. There's not any real difference when it comes to pricing between the two. I don't know if they just took them as a benchmark and just went that way, going like, oh, we can actually overcharge for this technically, because
it's weird, because like I just see it as, okay, it's not as extravagant, it doesn't come as much stuff, and it's not numbered like the 50th anniversary Typhoon, so they're $100 less. But one thing I will say, and I talked about this in a video I did about it, that Kabuto Zector and that V-Buckle Legend Henshin series are not DX. I hate that DX is in the name. Those are not DX items.
No, those, you saw the Legend name on there. They're like, nah.
Yeah. Do not be fooled. Those things are smaller and crappier.
Oh, so like the one with the, so like don't get the Kabuto one and don't get the Ryuki one, right?
Yeah, those two are Legend
these
Henshin. Those are not DX.
They're the very cheap ones.
I thought it was weird that they were like $35.
Yeah, that's why they say Legend Henshin belt series.
Yeah, and those two you could actually take apart, like the other ones. Like the other Legend Henshin ones, you can't take anything off of them. These ones you can actually detach pieces, but they're still Legend. They're still tiny. They're small.
Look, man, either your super chat's so low or it's so high that it's red in terms of color in the chat. I don't know what that means.
It's low. 3,500 rupee. That's I think that's $3.50 or 35 cents. One or the other.
All right, for Lookman's lunch money. Saying exactly that.
Oh, it's $2. Sorry, $2.
In Indonesian, like whatever the fuck their money is,
ruple. It's a ruple. Or
it's a ruple
or a rupee or something like that.
Rupee. This ain't Zelda.
No. Oh, sorry. Rupee's Indian currency. Yeah, ruple.
Yeah,
it's a ruple.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's a ruple. Sorry.
Here, my lord, my lunch money. Well, what's $2 gonna buy you in Indonesia? Real question.
Chips.
Actually, speaking of, starting the 18th of this month, they're going to be doing 50-cent cheeseburgers at McDonald's. Just thought I'd put that out there.
This month?
Starting the 18th for National Hamburger. Wendy's is doing penny burgers.
Penny
burgers? Ain't no way.
Not even joking. Burger King is doing, I think, 50-cent burgers.
I got to get my cholesterol down, but not for penny burgers.
There's got to be a
limit,
limit,
buy one
right?
get one free. I don't know if there's a limit. I'll let you know on the 18th.
Because there's no way they could give me 100 burgers for $1.
I don't think they're going to limit it per person, but that's why you walk out and go back in.
Wendy's selling junior bacon cheeseburgers for 1 cent for 4 days.
How
There's no way. All of the cows in the planet are going to go extinct.
You remember how?
Why do you think I've been cutting weight? I've been training for this. Why do you think I've been cleansing?
Wendy's confirmed to Today.com that it is running a deal in celebration of National Cheeseburger Day on September 18th that just makes sense. From September 18th to 22nd, Wendy's customers can snag a junior bacon cheeseburger for just a penny with any purchase. Oh, you got to buy regular.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, listen, that's still a penny. Those things aren't $1 anymore, so it's worth it.
I'll just get some. I'll just get another burger and just put it with a side of burger.
My favorite joke is everyone's been talking about the Simpsons episode, the square.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Where they feed the burger to the cow, then they take that meat and they make the burger and they poison everybody.
Oh, actually, no. I was gonna say it's like the Ribwich episode where it's like the animal they used for the sandwich went extinct.
Look, man, since you probably don't have Wendy's, I'll just buy you that and mail it to you. It probably won't be good by the time it gets to your country.
It's just aged, that's all.
It's aged beef. Aged beef. Yes. People pay good money for that.
Fine one.
It's an over Wellington.
So this website is like the official Bandai place where they're gonna sell.
It's on the link. It says P Bandai.
Official Bandai US. And since I did a video earlier, they've already added more stuff since then. But it was stuff that's already out of stock, like the Vital Bracelet stuff. So they're still updating this. Like I said, the site's only been up for almost 5 hours.
Oh.
How long do you think they had this coming down the pipeline?
They announced this a couple weeks ago because we talked about it on the stream really quick. All I had was the logo and the tweet that they were going to be making a new thing. I think this is all stemming from their restructure of Premium Bandai since they banned proxies in Japan.
Oh.
Yep.
And it's not because of the Toku stuff, it's because of the Gunpla stuff. People are getting them and reselling them, so you can no longer, as of the end of July, use proxies with Premium Bandai in Japan. So this is good marketing. I don't think a lot of kids who want to get role-play toys a set are going to be able to say Nirikiri World because I butchered it multiple times until I was staring at it now. Yeah. That one.
Now you try it?
Nightingale.
Okay.
Nightwing.
Now the real question that I know people probably on the Twixter are probably going to ask, but what about Team Kamen Rider?
I brought that up as well in my video because Team Kamen Rider was the tweet that I saw this for, and I was like, "Oh, a tweet via Team Kamen Rider. Is it even a team? Are they? Is this a thing anymore? I don't know. I mean, we've brushed on it. Like, there was some controversy on social media about what happened with that team. I've said what I can publicly, and Tokupunk. It's not they don't do shit anymore. There is no Team Kamen Rider. It's just, and the members of it had nothing to do with that. It's the higher ups. Dave and all them are great guys. I will sell out completely. If anyone wants to revive Team Kamen Rider, I'm just throwing it out there.
Let's start Team Super Sentai.
Team Super Sentai?
We'll call it Team Super Ranger.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Power Sentai.
Power Sentai Superger.
That sounds like a hamburger that's amazing.
Maybe. I'd like to.
Did I ever tell you about my soccer mom Sentai I wanted to do?
No, but I don't want to know the juror part.
Are there firm like forms based off of how they have their hair tied?
Well, it's kind of like Car Rangers, so they have different like minivans.
Oh.
So it's called Saka Sentai Milfozier.
I knew it. Oh god.
It's a good team. Like, yeah, it's all pastel colors. A lot of aprons involved. One of them, their special weapons, sliced oranges.
Oh.
Is the 6 going to be one driving in a Hummer?
It's actually going to be
like the military mom.
It's going to be a stepmom. So she doesn't really want to be there, but the dad's got money.
Not because I need to pee or anything, but
and she always shows up late to pick him up.
So we are at the 3 hour. We're almost at the 3 hour mark.
No, we're not. Don't round up.
We still got to talk about Godzilla.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about Godzilla.
But
go pee real fast, Cloudy.
Yeah, yeah. We'll close this section. Joking aside, I think this is big news. I think this is really good that we have easier to navigate Premium Bandai that's going to be strictly for role play toys. So it's going to be a lot of Kamen Rider. I don't know if we're going to get Super Sentai or not. I don't know the rules to Super Sentai merch getting officially released in US because of the whole Power Rangers IP. I don't know how that works.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the fact that we're getting a charge stuff is nice. I wonder if we're going to get cards on there. They give some booster boxes on there.
That would definitely help me out. My card will probably be accepted then.
Plus, when you think of the pricing standpoint, the boxes would be a lot cheaper than, say, going to TokuTonic's or Amazon Japan, especially with that shipping. They would probably come out to $30 or $40 per box, which would be nice. But anytime honestly, there's a new way to get toys, it's good.
This also helps in just like making it diverse in terms of the abilities people have to get a hold of these toys, because it being like limited to TokuTonic's or Big Bad Toy Stores when it comes to like the US scenes, or waiting for the Amazon listing if and when it does happen, like me in some instances, or just having to go through proxy servers. This just ends up adding more to it. Competition is a good thing. That's what people don't realize in some aspects. It's not good to have a monopoly when it comes to a lot of consumer goods in general. It's good to have competition because that ends up driving more sales and competitiveness to get that edge.
Plus, I also see it as how many people, like, especially if they're going to have, like, in the description, they say they're going to have stuff from Street Fighter and more. It's like, you never know. Someone might be looking for some Street Fighter stuff. They're on Premium Bandai and this website, and next you know, they see something common, they're like, what's this? Whereas a lot of people aren't going and searching out TokuTonic's Big Bad Toy Store. Like, so this is kind of one of those accidental, oh, what is this common thing? What is this? Like, this looks cool. And the next you know, they're down the rabbit hole.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, so, and it's official releases, so you know.
Yeah, and yet again, it's another website trying to get rid of this 50th Memorial Edition Typhoon set that no one wants to buy.
No one wants that.
So these are numbered. I want to know how many are left out there, and I need to open mine so I can see what number
the fact that there's so many trying to slash the price on this, and it's just like, no one wants that. I don't want it, not for that price.
What's the price right now? 500? Oh god.
5.
Yes, exactly.
It was just on sale for like $285 a couple months ago.
Hell, summer. I ain't doing that.
I'm not buying that. No.
I'm so sorry about that.
It's worth it for under $300.
Guys, I have to go now, so I'm probably gonna be dipping out right now.
Oh,
All right. Well, anything you got to plug before you leave?
Yeah. Say it.
Hey, Cosmic Outbreak here, popping up whenever and whenever. Working on some stuff, personal and some official work. Can't say that, but also there's a project between me and a couple friends who may or may not be trying to do Teen Kamen Rider, but better and doing for everything. May not pan up, may not, or maybe it will. Who knows? But see ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Sorry, Zio. I took a page out of your book tonight. I've been hidden the drinks, a lot of them.
Hey, turn up.
No, I've been having issues sleeping for a while now. So.
Oh yeah, it definitely helps.
Yeah.
I can't relate.
Still has been sober for a long time. So
7 years.
Nice.
7 years. Last month actually, on the 24th.
Oh, nice.
I miss it so much.
No, you don't. Don't worry about it, Mark. You don't.
I act out. I can't act right. So you know.
The only thing I do is just live stream. It's not like anything bad happens during the live streams I drink.
It ain't for anyone.
That's what I've been in public.
It ain't for everyone.
And then I get lost, and then I end up in Tijuana.
And he's shirtless and only in his.
They should have a lucha libre wrestler.
And for some reason, there's a small guy named Stuart that's recording the entire experience, and you're like, "Who are you?" And he's like,
"You paid me for this.
Don't talk to me."
Yeah,
don't talk to me.
Yeah, but I don't know who's buying these still. Someone just said actually in chat it was at Kinokuniya for $250 on clearance. Yeah, I've seen them on sale in stores. Book Off by Me has one, and it was down to like $300. But the messed up thing is, years ago, and I didn't realize it, put two and two together, someone had a show prop replica of this at Book Off for sale for $800, and apparently they jacked the price up because they found out it was actually something from the production. So I almost had a production like Typhoon belt, which is haunting me forever.
Oh,
but I don't know. The store's new. It hasn't been up for a day yet. I'm sure, like I said, they've already added the stupid Vital bracelet stuff, which is out of stock, which I thought was hilarious because they added the pre-order ones for like Ichigo and Kuga.
I also really hate the zoom in option because I'm out here trying to zoom in and it's the same fucking resolution as the image that's already. Why even do this?
It's pointless.
I'm trying to see this necklace that I'm paying $500 for.
You ain't paying $500 for that.
I'm not. I'm definitely not.
No. I paid $315 for mine with free shipping.
Why would you even do that? Okay. Fair enough. It's you, Mark.
I thought that was a good deal because it was still $500, and I found one for $315. I'm like, oh, I'm saving $185.
No, that is a good deal. I just
haven't opened it, so I don't know what number mine is.
Special Daiza.
Dude, the Daiza's nice.
Look at that tie.
That fabric only costs like $150. Ooh,
but you're paying
the margin on this shit is like ludicrous. Probably.
What is the markup on all this? I'm just
it's probably like that can't be that much to make.
No. Looking at parts and material for everything they got, lights and sounds. No, that probably only costs a couple, like less than $100 to make.
Easily.
Oh no, easily. It's probably in the low double digits.
Yeah, it's probably like a good
$60.
Probably
even less than that.
Oh. I'm thinking of a subscriber goal in my head. If I ever hit it, I will open it up live.
Because knowing how cost works, working retail, and knowing the back end on a lot of that shit. This is easily a $32 like parts and material for everything.
Oh yeah,
being sold for $500.
Yeah, and it's nice. I've seen people unbox them. You're getting it because it had honestly, you're getting it because it's an anniversary, so they hyped up the price for that. You got the placard with the number on it because they're numbered. Like that's where you're getting all this extra money from. I feel like
since it was 50th, they were like 50 at another zero.
Bacon. With the way we're dogging on this, there's no way.
I'm not buying this.
No one's getting this.
Out of the three of us, I have this. I'm the only one who has it.
If I got this for like $100. Sure.
If that Daiza came with a premiumly large size sword, maybe I'd consider it.
I like the Daiza though.
Like for that price, like that's the price the entire suit would cost.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't.
That is $5,000. There's so many better things you could get with that much money.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a good like. It just open. Like, give them time. I want to see what they add from a premium standpoint. The fact that they have the Shadow Moon driver from Black Sun, I feel like we're gonna, and that's a premium Bandai item in Japan. But the fact that it's getting a US release, I'm curious because we have some premium Bandai stuff coming out next year with FIs and everything else. I'm wondering if some of that stuff's going to show up on there because it'd be a cheaper and easier alternative than going through the resellers and also importing through Japan because you don't have to pay all those extra shipping fees, especially if they do the free shipping, stuff like that. So there's opportunities for it to work as a storefront. And because it is officially Bandai and if they advertise it enough, like I said, you're going to get new eyes on it. The downside is, I pointed out, they have stuff for sale on there in the US store for shows that aren't even available here legally. Not available.
By the way, there's some people who've been trying to guess which persona this is, and none of them have guessed it right. Also, I'm just giving you a heads up, the Misty persona is a female, so.
Oh, why is everybody copying personas? Like, what?
It's true.
Listen, you don't have to worry about it. I lack the motivation. I am too lazy. You don't have to worry about that for me. That's too much work, too much editing. I'm not about that life. Motivationally challenged.
Your new persona would just be a narc.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have like a different hat every time. That's
No, you said that before, and then you gave up on the hats.
Dude, I gave up. It gets so hot, and then I have to wear the ear things, and I had the whole ruptured eardrum thing, so I couldn't put earbuds in.
Remember when Zio wore that wig for like majority of the stream? Like that was dedication.
Yes.
I mean,
even just wearing this also for like a whole stream was enough because this thing pokes like into the side of my eyes. People don't realize that.
Zio doesn't have a copyright on personas. It is his thing, though.
It's a gimmick infringement.
Yeah, that is definitely good.
Yeah, I'll just stick to buying toys, and it's also spooky season, so like Halloween and horror stuff is going to be like my whole deal for the next year and a half.
Bacon, I don't know why you need to get wigs for your personas when you're not even doing YouTube. What are you going to do pretend with yourself?
He's just in the room by himself talking. He's like, yeah. Then he puts the wig on and he answers himself.
Oh, wait, no.
I don't know.
Wait, he misspelled that. He said persona. It's persona, right?
I thought or maybe he wants wings, like he's hungry.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Maybe. All right. So we got some Monsterverse. Oh, my God. Lookman just out here just trying to give me all of it. He gave me next month lunch money as well. Like
I think that's like $3.
Okay, he was just like, here you go. Here's money from Lookman. That's it. Nothing. You don't want anything? You really don't want nothing. I'll just play the sound effect for you.
Lookman's trying to guilt me into getting him that bike.
And before we get to Godzilla, has anyone watched the Gamera anime yet on Netflix?
No. Oh, yeah. I saw a scene.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really good. Just worth watching, definitely.
Also, there's rarely been Gamera stuff, so I highly recommend just checking it out anyway.
Ooh, -1.
Yep. So, -1's trailer actually was released out a week and a half or so ago, going on almost 2 weeks now. It looks good. Definitely looks really good, going back to, of course, post-war Japan when it comes to it. But the thing that I get from this, I'm just like, how much of this is really Suitmation? Because there's so much of this that really just makes me go like, are you guys going way more CG on the side of things than you are Suitmation? Because almost everything from this, either they've gotten really good at their Suitmation or their implementation between the two has gotten like disgustingly good.
Why not both?
Well, because that's the thing. It's like it just looks so CG that I'm like, there's no way that's Suitmation. When it comes to everything that I saw in this trailer, there's certain scenes that I'm like, maybe it could work, but I'm just like, it just seems all CG, which is so different from how Toho typically operates when it comes to Japanese Godzilla. Because that was the big differentiating factor between, say, like, even when we got Shin Godzilla, like, several years back, that was still Suitmation with, like, a touch of CG here and here. But it was mostly Suitmation.
Another Lookman did
got some more lunch money.
God, Lookman out here just are you just pressing the accident on, like, I mean the accident? Are you just pressing the button on accident? Like, what's going on here? Or are you just out here just
Lookman, what are you doing with this? Stop it.
You're not even asking anything. You're just pressing money.
Oh, he says it's 33 cents. He's just constantly giving you 33 cents.
Oh.
Okay.
That's why it's so red, because it's dangerously low.
Yeah, it is. He's giving you cents on a dollar here.
Bet. Okay, I can't wait for tax people for me to fill out my taxes next year.
They're gonna audit you and be like, you didn't pay taxes on this. It's like,
tax 33 like rubles? What
is this? What are you doing for a living?
I dress up in persona. Oh, wait, what? That sounds like money under the table type deals. It doesn't sound legal in most states.
It's like, I wear wigs and entertain people. It's like, whoa, now.
Where's our cut? Where's our cut? Is what they're gonna ask.
We have big enough. I can get you a new outfit. And Mark, a new hat. I'll just be like, for Christmas, Mark, here's a new hat.
I got the other hat right behind me.
And for Claudia, I'll just be like, here's genuine Puerto Rican rum.
I will do a face reveal if that happens.
Okay.
I thought you were like, I will do a lot for that bottle. It's like, whoa.
For Ash, it would probably be the same thing. Here's some genuine Puerto Rican rum.
It's like, here's a gallon of Long Island.
A Long Island.
Since Mark doesn't drink, it's like, you get a hat. You get a hat. Everybody else gets Puerto Rican rum.
You get a hat and a half-drink bottle of.
I'm not gonna lie, like actual good Puerto Rican rum is very nice.
Oh yeah, believe me. Like, of course I've got family down there. I'll just hit them up, being like, yeah, give me some of that.
I was a big fan of Korean plum wine.
Oh. I'm not a fan of that. The flavor of it just doesn't work for me.
I like plums.
So yeah, people in the chat are saying that this seems like it's mostly CGI. Other people thinking that it is just all CGI. Like, if there's Suitmation in this, I'm getting fooled.
I think they're kind of showing some like like, let's face it, the CG stuff is good for casual people because the fans are going to go see this in December in theaters regardless. Let's be realistic here. So this seems more like, okay, what are these really visually appealing CG moments we can put in this trailer to lure in the people that we don't already know are locked in to see this?
Exactly. I think they did a pretty good job because that looked good.
Yeah. And as much as I love Suitmation and everything,
Godzilla also says that it is confirmed to be CGI.
That's fine too, because I don't hate the CG Godzilla stuff. I like Suitmation, but I'm not like, you got to evolve the franchise, and you could do more with Godzilla in a CG standpoint.
Also, this shows that Japan's got money that finally bring out CG like this, because most of the time we're trashing on Japan for their crap CG and a lot of their shit.
Dude, I feel like Toho is just like, oh, Toei got a whole Sony green screen. Toei's like, we got all that money from Warner Brothers and Lionsgate and Apple now for licensing Godzilla. Let's throw some money back in this, because they make a lot from that deal. And they were real quick to extend it with Warner Brothers.
And this probably explains why why Godzilla looks so much like the legendary Godzilla, because they probably just got the character model and they like tweaked it some to make it somewhat different. Makes it
because they own it, even though Warner Brothers, they own the design for it, so they could tweak it and add a little bit. It looks like a Godzilla kit bash. There's some, Shin Godzilla in there. There's the MonsterVerse Godzilla in there, and it looks really good.
Ooh.
And I like that we're getting a grittier Godzilla, because when I heard we were getting a Godzilla film from Toho, not through, Warner Brothers and that, I was like, I hope it's not a Godzilla's the hero saving the city from a kaiju. I was like, bring me back that antagonistic Godzilla that's just like, oh, this is your city?
You guys are
I hate your city.
So,
I hate the city.
The sequel to this +1 is gonna bring back Godzuki.
Let's go back Zilla.
You're gonna have tiny little Godzuki.
Dude, I'm here for it. I don't care.
Oh my god.
But no, this looks good. I'm excited. I watched the trailer really quick, and I was just like, you know what? I'm a huge Godzilla fan. I tell everyone from the big three, Ultraman, Kamen Rider, and Super Sentai, I like Ultraman more. I think it's easier to digest, easier to follow along. But from my overall everything out of Japan, Godzilla is my number one love. I've spent way too much money on Godzilla because I have the whole Criterion collection that was expensive. I love Godzilla. So I'm hyped we're getting it in December.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be a good month when it comes to all this shit. Like, we're ending the year strong when it comes to this stuff. Though technically if it is all CGI, then obviously we can't really call it Toku. This would become Toku adjacent content once again.
Which I'm okay with.
I'd be fine.
And then the same thing would be said about like the whole Monarch Apple Plus TV show, because of course the entire legendary MonsterVerse is all CG. There is zero suitmation, so it is not really considered Tokusatsu. It is Toku adjacent in terms of those aspects as well. Which I did see the trailer before the stream started, because Mark was just like, "Have you seen the trailer?" And I was like, "No." So I pulled it up right before the stream started, and I was like, I'm in. I'm invested.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. Well, I'm not shocked, but it's kind of funny that we're like the kaiju, everything has really made a big comeback in the US in the last couple of years. 2018 we had Shin Godzilla, but when you think about the fact that we had multiple Godzilla Netflix anime series films and stuff, we got Gamera on there now. We had the whole MonsterVerse stuff, which is printing money every time they come out, regardless of how people feel about things. We even got Kong Skull Island, even though we know that's a U.S. property for King Kong, but King Kong saved Godzilla for Toho, so you're welcome. And so it's like the kaijus are kind of coming back, and I'm hopeful we get some this just
proper Pacific Rim back again.
No, I did. We're not going to talk about. Nope.
Well, the thing is, I feel like with people getting burnt out on superheroes, maybe this is the moment for the kaijus to make their comeback. People are getting tired of the heroes, so give us the big Saturday morning cartoon, big monster brawls, because that's the feeling that I got when I saw the first Godzilla versus Kong film. Was this is a Saturday morning cartoon. This is the same thing that I got with the first Pacific Rim film. It's you don't watch it for the plot, you watch it for it feeling like a high budget Saturday morning cartoon.
We had the Pacific Rim anime too.
Do you see Kong Skull Island?
Yes,
I love Skull Island. That was so good.
And then there's also the King Kong TV show I used to watch as a kid back when I believe Jet X was a thing. That was
well, there's also a Skull Island anime, I believe, also. And then we also got the Pacific Rim anime, which a lot of people don't talk about.
I never watched it because I didn't like the sequel to Pacific Rim.
Oh,
it was so
it was the sequel was very mid. The anime was better than the second movie though, because there's a lot more they could do as an anime. So it was
John
really
Boyega was wasted. That's all I'll say.
Oh, 100%. That was. Oh, yeah, there's some issues with that. But yeah, we're in the kaiju resurgence, because before, when the contract with Warner Brothers and Toho was ending, they had other stuff in the pipeline, but they were renegotiating, so we didn't know what was going to happen. Apple swooped in, and they were able to get the Monarch television show series out of it. for the MonsterVerse, so it is still in canon with all the Warner Brothers stuff, which is kind of insane. But there was going to be a Mothra film. That script's been done apparently.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they were and how Monarch and everything is tying in. It's kind of like when the MCU was in phase 1 and phase 2, we had a show called Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, no, don't remind me.
But no, I'm saying from a continuity timeline standpoint, not a quality standpoint, even though the first season of
No, that was good, but
we don't talk about season 3 past.
It went so bad.
Chaz Greatness, there is no confirmation of when the Mothra movie is even. I don't even know if it's still greenlit. It was something that was they even announced at a Comic-Con when they were talking about ideas, but this was before the Toho contract expired, which is why they put all the eggs in one basket for Godzilla versus Kong, because they didn't know if they were going to get another movie after that. But it made so much money, and Toho got their percentage for licensing out Godzilla that they were like, oh, please continue this deal with us, make us more money, and then we're going to make -1 with all that budget.
Wow.
Because I think it was I forgot how much the budget was. It's a big budget for Godzilla -1.
Well, here's hoping that it performs well, but of course, since it is Godzilla in general, it will have a large international presence. Just here, yeah. I mean, I'm probably going to go to the theaters to watch it anyway, because there really hasn't been a lot of films that have been calling my attention to go out to theaters this year in general. So, I mean, we got Fishman coming out.
Oh yeah, the new Aqua. Yeah,
that's a thing that is completely relevant to the current state of the DC universe.
Absolutely, definitely,
all of it.
Now,
including the turd that gets flushed down the toilet. All of it is there. Or the one that stays on the bed. I forget which one it was.
So,
what do you mean, but no Amber? Nah, she was there. You didn't watch the same trailer I watched.
She was wearing the White Queen outfit.
Yeah.
She wasn't there a lot.
No, she was there in her regular outfit, pounding on a door, trying to get out for like a millisecond. You saw her. She was there.
She's probably going to be...
The Queen outfit was his mom. You saw more of his mom than you saw of Mira.
We're probably not going to get much of her, but she's there.
Yeah. So all right. So anything else we got to discuss before we go ahead and kill it?
Can I discuss great deals currently on the Nintendo store?
I guess. I mean, look, last night I was playing F-Zero 99. Actually, pretty fun.
Yeah, I was gonna try that out.
F-Zero 99 is pretty fun. Then I got the demo for Star Ocean. Really good. Sold on the game already.
Yeah, it's very good. I'd get it.
Oh, just really quick, the budget for Godzilla 01 is 22 billion yen.
What?
150,000 US. But that's still, or 150 million US. So that's still a big budget for Toho.
I can't wait to see that.
That's good. I mean, for Toho, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, your typical like MCU film is like double that, but still.
Yeah, but very rarely does anything in Japan have a budget that high.
All I was gonna say is for the RPG lovers in the chat, if there are any of you, Final Fantasies 7 through 10. Final Fantasies. Sorry,
I think you drank too much, my guy.
I did. I'm slurring my words.
I will translate.
It's they're 7 through 10 are all 50% off, so that's a pretty good deal if you
already bought them.
Yeah, I know, but like for people who haven't, and then
just play 8. That's all.
Yeah, and then the Kingdom Hearts games. Those are all 50% off on all the.
But that's on Switch,
cloud, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I don't support cloud game. Doom runs.
The only cloud people support is just Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Go ahead and pre-order that now.
Yeah,
so it comes out also February, so you can enjoy Paradise Regained while you're playing Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
Oh, you don't like those clouds?
The cloud. Okay, cloud gaming.
Cloud games does not. You might as well not own the fucking game.
Yeah. I played the demo for, was it Guardians of the Galaxy on the Switch cloud? I have fiber internet. I have Nighthawk 8-channel router, this and that. It did not run.
Played horribly.
It does not run smooth. The cloud gaming does not work on that. And like I said, there's games that are higher graphic quality, like Breath of the Wild 2. I know that's not the name of it, but that's what I'm calling it. From an open world standpoint, this and that. Doom and Doom Eternal run great on that 1080p, 60 frames. Yet you can't get Kingdom Hearts to run on it.
Yeah.
Even all the Resident Evil games, like Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes, are cloud. And then it's like, 6 and this and that run on it. I'm like, those are more graphic heavy than, like, what the hell? Like, I don't.
Also, Graf said, don't get drunk, Dad.
Too late. Sorry.
Bam, got him.
Yeah, a bunch of lushes.
That's why I get drunk after my child goes to sleep.
No.
Joke's on you. I don't.
Graf never goes to
I don't drink, nor do I have kids.
Yes.
That's Mark's entire thing.
Yeah. So I have a shelf full of toys within arm's reach. No little hands touching those.
I really won't be able to sleep unless I drink for the past couple of days. It has not been great.
Welcome to my life. Hey.
I could put you on a nice edible shop online.
No. Dream that I was like in the Toy Story world, and there was like a new toy that was introduced, and I was like calling it out. I was like, "That's why Andy doesn't want his toys anymore." Like, it was so bad. I actually like woke up in the middle of that dream, sleep talking.
Oh,
I legit called that toy like "use a bitch."
I'm a sleep talker. My wife points out all the time. She's like, "Yo, you talk all the time in your sleep." I'm like, "Yeah, what am I saying?" She's like, "I don't know. She's like, you're talking shit." I'm like, "Sounds about right."
Sounds right.
It's on brand.
I was definitely sleep talking last night.
Yeah, but yeah, no, we're in the Toku Kaiju Resurgence right now, everybody. And also go get the Star Ocean demo.
It's fun, genuinely.
It's good. I will be buying that.
Also, do or don't spend money on Toku merch, and if you do, Toku Debt this year is looking to be pretty interesting.
Oh, and nab yourself Tales of Vesperia. It was only $3 on the Switch store.
Also, why are they announcing a Tales of the Abyss DLC 2 years after that game fucking came out? Like, what the fuck is that?
Because it's my favorite Tales of game, Zio, and it needed a DLC.
Nah, that didn't.
It's my
I was about to say Tales of the Arise, really?
No, of the Abyss.
Oh, I was about to say no, Tales of Arise.
I thought you said Abyss. That's what
I fucked up. Sorry. I've also been drinking.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
But no, Tales of Arise got a DLC.
Oh, I don't really care for that. I have it. I beat it. It's just I don't care.
No. The only thing I really care about
is Abyss
all the Atelier Ryza games are also 50% off right now on Switch and PlayStation 5. Definitely worth picking up.
Yep.
I want them to put Tales of the Abyss on Switch. Like, seriously, you can only play it on the 3DS.
Switch 2 coming next year. Get that money ready.
Then we got Spider-Man coming out too. That was good.
Oh yeah,
I still haven't beat the Spider-Man one.
I've seen the gameplay for it. It looks pretty good.
So great. So that has been the tangent regarding this week's Nintendo Direct and Sony State of Play. Great. We covered outside the Toku.
It's not even the State of Play was anything new. It was just release dates for everything.
No one cared about anything unless you want to talk about baby steps.
Yeah.
No, I want to get the Ghostbusters VR game. That looked fun.
Oh. Luigi's Mansion 2.
I do want to get Paper Mario 1000 Year Door.
Oh yeah, they say that's really good.
And of course, Super Mario RPG. Gotta get it. I gots to buy it. I get
a physical collector's edition.
Look, I just needed to come with a statue of Kulix for $350.
What are you gonna do with that statue?
Just leave it there. Just leave it there.
Just leave it there. All right.
Yeah.
You got a spot for it and everything?
No, not at all. I'll have to take something down, build something up, just to make it work.
We're gonna get that glass floor.
Am I buying that Garo Ken? Look, I'm debating it. Mark pre-ordered it. Mark got the pre-order in on it.
I'm a good
influence. I saw 350 and I was like,
I don't. Zio, you don't even have to ask. You already know. I got it. The pre-order.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, fuck y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and fucking pre-order this shit.
Yeah, we talked about it. I thought you knew Zio had. I thought you knew Cloudy had it.
No, I didn't think Cloudy had it as well. All I need is like Ash to suddenly pop up on chat saying I got it too.
You were in Discord when we were talking about it.
You think me of all people wouldn't get that? Like snap that instantly?
Yeah.
God, I fucking hate you guys.
I'm the only guy who likes Garo in the whole server.
What about our Garo expert?
Don't bring it up. He's oh god. It's gonna go crazy.
God fucking shit. God damn it.
Zio, don't do it. Don't.
Graf said the streets are saying Ash got it too.
Zio, don't.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Don't peer pressure.
I'm not peer pressuring you. I'm just being supportive.
I'm not peer pressuring you. It's just me and Mark
support
have
your
it and you
decision.
don't. That's it.
You gotta say it like that. It's just saying 2/3 of the stream right now has it, broke boy.
That's.
I didn't know we were doing we were having conversations with a poor.
Oh god! Don't you dare
fucking
do that.
Bitches out here.
Me and Mark were actually talking about getting why we got it.
Yeah, because it was when you were you were like, oh, your bonus that I sent you the link to buy for the Gachard stuff, and then we were in VC, and I'm like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I got it too. It's like, yeah. You could just see the defeat as he's
look.
You can see the anguish. He's like, Jake, how much? What time is it right now? 12:30. Should I do this?
They're like, we just texted you a code because we're not used to just you doing this right now. So
you can see the pissed off in his voice.
Just out here, this is legit a hate buy right now. This is,
my God.
It is.
Yeah, I actually hate buying it.
He's like, I hate you guys so much. Add to cart.
Okay. He's like, yes.
I'll have to have my wife be on my TokuTonic video just so real time you could see the expression as I'm calculating how much I spend.
We just see your wife's face go from like, okay, to like, oh my God.
She's like, this is why we don't have a fucking house.
It's like, waiting. Come on, hurry up.
Zio, no.
It says processing my request.
Oh,
Zio,
jeez.
please tell me no. You didn't.
See here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so guilty.
I don't
either.
I mean, I was trying to convince him not to buy stuff just because I'm trying to have like a big lead between 1 and 2 in the TokuTonic.
I mean, this doesn't come out until next year anyway.
I know,
yeah.
but I need a head start because I'm not buying a lot of stuff next year because
we're pre-gaming for
getting a house. So, like I said, after March, I'm not buying anything. So, first 3 months, I'm going in. I'm trying to hit 10K before April.
I like how we went into the final bit of this stream going like, yep, Garoken, Mark pre-ordered it.
And Cloudy's like, I got it too.
He was like, fuck.
The graph with the assist, the street saying Ash got it. It's like,
we know Ash did not.
The street, no.
All right, pre-ordered it.
Oh my
fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
That was literally a hate buy. Let's go.
Fucking got it.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. That was the pettiest purchase you've ever done.
That was indeed the pettiest fucking purchase I ever fucking got.
That was the most live petty. I could feel.
I'm gonna buy this
shit. The confirmation right number. Thank you, Ricardo. Here you go. Here's all this stuff. Here you go. Thank you for spending money.
You're like, I'll hate you also. I'm not even doing payments. All of it right now. Screw you both.
I legit was just like, do I want to do? Then I saw interest and I was like, fuck that. No, fuck no.
No interest. No.
Yeah, I was like, how's their payment plans looking like? So I did that, and then it was like, oh yeah, it's an interest of like 16%. Fuck no. So I was like, let me go back. No, fuck that. Out
how many
real money. Here's real
Luke
money.
33-cent donos it has to cover that.
So yeah, Lukeman, send like 500 more 33-cent.
Right, Graf? He dropped the shoot name too. He's like, nah. He's like, got this.
He just threw the crown on the ground.
What you don't know is after the stream, he's drinking 5 more of those.
Exactly.
Forget that I even did it.
Yeah, he's going
until someone reminds me on like my live stream tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's like the Garoken. I did what?
It's like how
I spent how much?
He watches the VOD. He's like, I hate you both.
He's just gonna DM us both. Just like
he's gonna have PNG files for both of us next week. We're not, or just screenshots of our screen in this place. We're
hey
not
guys,
even allowed.
welcome to TokuTonic Shift episode 34.
He has our voice clips set up to the soundboard, so it's like we're talking to him.
We're not actually. He's just like, oh yeah, they're definitely right there, right here.
It'll just be like me, Ash, and like I don't know,
Two static images.
It's 2 static images.
That's it. I'll have Orb show up with his AI generated voice that he said, like, can I be on the stream? I'm just gonna use an AI generated voice, and I'm like, that's cringe.
Oh my god, that's the my fucking monies.
Smart but weird.
All of the my fucking monies. Yes, all of that.
I know. I feel. I do it in silence on my phone, and
I feel so bad that I had. I didn't even realize that me bringing up that I ordered it would cause this.
Had to do it.
To be honest, I thought you knew.
If I knew, I forgot. If I knew, I forgot.
Because I said I was getting it, but
Same.
last week when it was announced, and then what day I was in stream? Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday when I was in Discord, I was like, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, this is a weapon toy. I always get the weapon toys.
I don't always get them, but unless they're scale.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my rule.
Why I anytime.
Look, I already got the. So for people that don't know, like I already ordered the Gotcha driver. That's coming.
Mm-hmm.
I got a really good deal for the Deathstream driver.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting that. I've also got a booster box on the way as well.
I thought you already had that stream driver.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, hell no. I got the Demons driver. I don't have the Deathstream driver.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Good job on waiting though, because like I said, it's a lot cheaper now.
Yeah.
Now the question is, you get that Phys Edge?
No, don't even.
No.
Don't bring it up.
No.
And yes, I did get the Phys Edge.
I pre-ordered the Phys Edge.
We did, yeah.
You fucking son of a...
Don't do it, please. No, you can't.
Just disconnect from the internet.
Just stop.
Don't.
Someone cut the internet off.
Wait till next Friday.
Yo, stop.
I got my Q3 bonus also. So, I was just like, you know what?
The next paycheck.
My wife's having a nice 3-day weekend. Not here. I get to be by myself at the apartment. I was like, I got my bonus was nice.
Lukeman is with the 33 cents coming in.
You should have put a message in there. Perfect timing for a message.
It's 33 cents.
The best part is the live viewership jumped back up 11 people.
Oh god,
y'all are instigating. I love this so much.
Oh god, this is.
It's like just do it. It's like I just saw the deposit was higher than the Garo Ken.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm just letting you know.
This
At least you're not into candy toys.
Yeah,
because that's been wrecking me.
Oh, actually, I got the premium Geets and what do you call it? And
look, y'all live in states that pay y'all more. I live in Georgia.
It's the job. It's the job.
It's the job.
Yeah, it's just the job.
No, it's the lifestyle it chose, honestly. Because,
but I'm just saying, this may have been the most entertaining and painful last 20 minutes of a TokuTonic ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see
what else you buying.
When I disappear off stream again and I just come back, look guys, what I just got.
You just like, guys, I pre-ordered the sword.
Just got all this shit. Oh my god.
No,
Lukeman and Raph with the $2.33.
Lukeman doesn't even throw messages in here anymore. He's just like,
I'll pay
you go.
Yes, I'll pay you to stop.
I'll give you a.
I'm gonna be just walking around.
And Grab saying, Zio, look, I'll pay you to stop this. We gotta save you.
Oh god.
Zio's winning the Toku debt next year.
Zio wants it so bad next year.
Live from a cardboard box outside my old house, it's TokuTonic 2024!
No, what I'm waiting for is when the Garo sword releases. And next thing they're like, "Hey guys, I got mine. You got yours?" And me and Cloud like, "We were joking. We didn't order it."
Yeah, we didn't order it.
No. It'll be worse. Cloudy would be like, "I got 2 of them." He'll do a face reveal and he'll just be like, "I got." No, he'll pull out 3. He'll pull out the Zoro. He'll have one on his mouth. But I'll be like, "You son of a bitch! What?"
To be honest, I got them just so I could dual wield them. By the way, I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, you got 2? You son of a bitch.
You did.
No.
All right, guys. I think this is where we should end the stream right here.
Oh, hell no. Well, you...
Because it's accurate to a certain character in the anime.
I know, but like... You never leave your house. Why do you need 2? Why would you dual wield? You're not even cosplaying.
Because he never leaves him. He's got to play with himself.
No,
you're a bubble boy.
For you guys, because remember, I like to hang them on my wall so I can see it.
No one else sees them.
Yeah, it's for me, not for you guys.
You don't show yourself.
I think you're gonna take a picture of your wall and you're gonna put it behind your VTuber model.
I might. It'll be fun.
I hate you.
Thank you. I love you.
I know.
All right, Cloudy, what do you got to promote besides all of your fucking Garo Kens you're going to have next year? Going to show up with 12 Garo Kens in the background.
I honestly am considering getting that third one to put in my mouth and maybe doing that for my live face.
You know what you can put in your mouth? You know what you can put in your mouth? There's a TOS, so I'm not going to say it out loud. I'll let you use your imagination.
Okay, so...
It's not a pickle.
Okay, I apologize. I'm good, actually. Just promote the Discord. The event happened.
I'm sorry, what? What are words right now?
Exactly. Words mean nothing to me right now.
This man's gone.
I'm drunk by association now.
Apparently. Oh, yeah. Bro, this is so bad.
You're talking to a drunk guy and a tipsy guy myself just because of the super tall boys I've been having.
So, anyway, go to the Discord. Have fun. Enjoy the Discord, the mayhem. This is where we talk all this shit when we're not here. So go on. And then, then go watch Ash because he's not here this week, but we got to promote him anyway. And he's the guy you're going to go to when Cosmic, whatever the fuck comes out.
Cosmic Furries.
Yeah, Cosmic Furries drops. So remember Ash in our hearts. Not that he's dead. Just remember Ash. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Mark.
Great. Mark, what you got?
Dirty name Mark on everything. I've been doing more toy news videos because a lot of stuff's been popping up at random times. I got more Gachard boxes. I'll be opening soon. I got 3 more boxes to open. Probably next week on the live stream because tomorrow I'm going to finish on my live stream my 2 other Geets Sotos. I fixed the issues with my camera. I figured out what went wrong. It's Elgato virtual camera messed up. So
yeah, your stream was dark as hell. Like I got to test out my new TV's black levels by your stream last week.
You're welcome. See, I like to help out my friends.
Oh my god.
And the best thing is Talk Studio Streamlabs still showed my camera, so I never knew it went out. But apparently it's using Elgato, the face cam. There's a software for it. When you use Streamlabs, don't you have the software open?
Yeah, you do. You should have the software open.
Yep.
No, don't have it open.
Don't have it open? That's why
my camera's not skipping right now. I don't even have the software open. I use directly the camera.
In the OBS.
Into the actual website instead of going through the software. That actually will freeze your camera and have latency issues. So I fixed it. So I shouldn't have any more issues so I could finish these Sotos and also look for some sales posts on social media because I still have another stack of cards I need to get rid of for Gachard.
I will instantly enter.
I said buy. I'm selling. I'm not giving them away.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore. YouTube won't let them.
Okay, fine. I'll buy them from
predatory.
you. What's
predatory
your price?
habits.
Name it. I'll buy it. If you
Garo
autograph
sword.
it, I need you to autograph it.
I will lick it and I will freaking autograph it for Garo sword.
You want
Best
one?
wishes.
All right.
For me, what I gotta promote is for certain folks waiting for a certain continuity point to happen within the context of Down Bros reviews. It happened during this episode. If you weren't there, then you missed it. Then you missed it. Continuity point actually happened during this live stream. It's all connected.
I'm not gonna lie. When you made me have to like do the recast of King Odra, I was like, this motherfucker doesn't know how much I drank.
I knew. I was listening the whole fucking time. I was listening the whole fucking time.
I was like, fuck. Jesus Christ.
Because I knew Mark didn't watch the episode.
Oh, fuck.
So, hey, you did a good job. You did a good job.
Yeah, I thought you were reading
it.
a breakdown script. You had it like point by point. I was like, wow. I was like, that kind of memory.
I love the show. It's good. It's
great. Solid. Now do 2 shots once we end the stream.
I will die.
On that note, we are out of here. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.